Faces fade, but I remain forever. Is a curse that learns your name. Every step another memory, another ghost I gotta face. They were laughing in the sunlight, now they dust inside a frame. I don't age, but I remember every single one by name. Time don't heal, it just buries what you feel. Stack graves in my mind like a battlefield real. I was built to endure, but I'm cursed to outlast. Every love I ever had is a shadow in the past. I see the end in every beginning, feel every loss before it begins. Immortal hands still covered in sand. I won't break, even when the world is bleeding. I won't fade, even when my heart stops feeling. I'm still here, watching everything die. Forever's a prison, but I won't say goodbye. Blood seen everywhere, yeah, it stains every vision. Blood for feeding survival, written like a religion. Blood from those slain in the wars I survived. Blood of the innocent lost just to keep me alive. Tell me what you call a hero when he's buried in regret. When the cost of every breath is a day you can't forget. I've been fighting just to keep what the years try to take, but eternity don't bend and it don't ever break. I don't die, I just watch them all fall away. I won't bow to the weight of the years and the pain. And I trade all this time just to feel one day. Hear your voice in the silence before it slips away. Forever means losing you over again. And forever's a war I will never defend. I won't break, even when the world is bleeding. I won't fade, even when my heart stops feeling. I'm still here, cursed to walk like the light. Forever's a prison, but I still chose to fight. Immortal doesn't mean unbroken. It just means you remember everything.
Here we go. Never a dull moment in this place. Lovely Academy City.
All right, and welcome everybody to the stream. How's everyone doing? Hope you're all doing amazing. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Everyone is having a great day. Hey, Zach, thanks. But hopefully everyone's doing well today and having a good day. Obviously, I don't have Rumble set up yet. Rumble will be coming next week for sure. So we'll be doing a Rumble. I'll have Rumble streams coming soon. on top of everything else, this poor computer's gonna fucking die. But you're doing pretty good. Just saying what? Huh? What? Or are you just talking about the music? The music's, yeah. It took a little bit. No, you're good. You're good, Zach. You're good. I don't mind it. I actually don't mind people chatting up because, you know, that's a good thing. That's a thing to go on. What's up, Jackal? How's it going? How's it going, Jackal? I love how you two just swapped. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some reacting. I got I've got both open. Nice, very nice. We're gonna go through. First thing we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through the Resident Evil trailer. So there may be a little ragey moment here coming from me very shortly. Let's see. Yeah, that was almost a bad recovery. It's been good. It's been good. You know, I've worked pretty much all day, so you know. Yeah, well, you get to watch it here first, cause yeah, this is gonna be my first time watching it. What's up, Hollister? How you doing? Your day was unique. Whatever you guys do, don't go to the Humanity Hearth server and look at the the AI sloptometrist that I posted for Max and how did he get them so... Okay, what is he using? How do you get them so good? I need to know that. Which one he's using. You're nosy? Yeah, if you're in Humanity Hearth, yeah, it's in the NSFW stuff. I did something and the Night Owl did something. Fucking Night Owl made me look like I don't know what I'm doing with AI. I don't know how he got it so good. Like, that drives me insane. Okay. I'm doing well, Hollister. I'm doing well. You passive lives as well. So I'm doing a couple of things here and there. People's Discords. You're good, Zach. You're mine. think you're in a couple. All right. And Hollister Jackal says they love your name. Yours and Keen's. Nines and Shiver. I don't post NSFW in my server for like it's allowed to be a little spicy, but it can't be. It's 18 plus server, but it can be a little spicy, just no full nudity, nothing like that in mine. Griffin, that makes sense too, Zach. You're fine. I mean, Feeble's not even a VTuber, so. Feeble's not a VTuber, so you're fine. And of course, obviously, we're just sitting here, we're chilling for a few minutes till everyone gets in. I do. I have to look into what's going on because it's supposed to, when you agree to the terms and services of the Discord, you should get student, but it's not doing it, so. I am very lucky on this one. I'm just saying. I made sure. Actually, no. It just gave the female voice, which helped out because of what the song is supposed to be. Since the song's called Immortal Wounds, the entire point of like it's talking about it's. I have essentially two songs that are about the same thing, but they're sung differently. Specifically, that's Ashes Remember My Name and Immortal Wounds. Ashes Remember My Name is more about the mental strain of being immortal and watching everyone dying. And Immortal Wounds is like suffering through all the pain. Danny! What's up? Not much. That's good to hear. Too much pepper. There's no such thing as too much pepper, okay? Speed. Geez, Zach. That's horrible. And this one, this is a song I just built. This song is weird. I just like created a song. I just threw it together. I'm like, yeah, let's kind of make it like this epic power metal stuff, blah blah. You know, metalcore. I'm like, but I was inspired on everyone's like 10 out of 10 bleed out spot that we did a couple weeks ago. That Night Owl started. Words into disturbing messages. Oh, geez. This is too much cheese. Oh, I mean, if you're lactose intolerant, then there is a thing as too much cheese. My flesh. Won't fall. That's Zach. I will tell you this. My son's mother was lactose intolerant. I know a lot of people that are lactose intolerant that are like sit there and eat cheese, and it's like, aren't you like, yeah, I'll just shit my brains out later. It's fine. I'm good. I also have a friend that was allergic to like to nuts, to almonds and stuff like that, pistachios, things like that. And every time we would have like almond cookies or like anything that had nuts in it, he's like, "Oh, yum!" and just like eat it. It's like, dude, you're allergic to that shit. It's like, if I die, I die. At least it's tasty. He was also allergic to fish, so. So we go get like sushi, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get some sushi." Dude, you're allergic to fish. Yeah, I'll be fine. What the fuck? Celiac. Oh, celiac just sucks. That's weird. I have a coworker that who's celiac, and he's like, man, we'd always get like sandwiches or something, and then he'd like feel like shit. He's like, yeah, blah blah. I'm like, dude, it's probably the bread. You're probably celiac. He's like, no, I'm not. Blah blah. I'm like, dude, next time we order sandwiches from Jimmy John's, get a lettuce wrap version of the sandwich and see what happens. And he did that. He's like, dude, I don't feel like shit. I'm like, yeah, you're celiac. Go to the fucking doctors and get tested. He's like, and then he cut out all like bread, all the gluten from his diet, and he lost a lot of weight, got better in shape. He's like, dude, I've never felt better. I'm like, well, yeah, you can't have that shit. Yep, the unwitch. Oh geez, hopefully you're fine, Jackal. Rip. Yeah. Did Kick have an update that just broke something? Was it on the app, or I don't have the app yet on my phone. I need to, but I'm gonna need to do that for that and Rumble. I should probably get a new phone though. I don't want to. You only use the app? Okay. That makes sense. It's a walk by my friends. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, you know. We kinda, hey, we're not Space Marines. We can't, hey, we don't have like 2 hearts, 4 lungs. Seems very resource hungry. I'm not surprised about that. It probably needs a lot more stability fixes. I need to make at least 4 more songs, and I can fit all of these into an album. I need to find out how Jackal, not you Jackal, but the other Jackal does her covers. Oh. Yeah, I think there's a shift coming between Twitch and YouTube. I think you're going to see Rumble and Kick start getting a lot more of a boost. So hopefully that'll help out. Jesus. I use Suno. So what I'll do is I will use Suno for the music. What I do is I'll write out a song and then I'll throw it through ChatGPT to kind of break it, to fix my English and break it down into bridges and choruses and everything like that. And then I'll take that and I'll take it over to Grok and add in the stylization and everything and have it set up for Suno, and then I take it from Grok and then bring it over to Suno. But there's a way to more customly do songs, and I'm not even touched that yet, and I'm still working on that. Odyssey. Oh yeah, Odyssey is another one. I haven't checked out Odyssey yet. Yeah, next week we're going to have video. All of my videos will be on YouTube and Rumble. Sorry, next week. With the same release schedule on them. So just because I know I'm waiting for the email from YouTube. Just saying. Waiting for the notification or email from them going, oh, by the way, they hit Night Owl, they hit Naileth, they hit Cinny. The name Cinny pissed me off the most. Like, don't get me wrong, Naileth and Night Owl getting hit made me mad, and then they hit Cinny. I'm like, really? He's probably the most authentic out of all of us. I'm clearing out my
There's a silence where your voice used to be, like the air itself stopped reaching me. Every memory cuts too deep, but I keep it all inside. I've been running from the weight of it all.
Oh yeah, it is after.
Every step just echoes the fall. Tried to stand, but I lost it all.
So yeah, that's how I do it. But yeah, I still need to dig more into Suno and really learn it a lot more. Alone, I'm still breathing. And I even went as far as most of my songs are using my voice in some capacity. So my actual singing voice. Away. Usually when you hear the deeper, because I did not record my higher tone. Yeah, and the hard part is they're hitting creators, but they're not saying which one. Like, I know I'm on YouTube, and YouTube's probably going to hit me for this, but they're not telling people what video caused it. Like, and they won't appeal it, and Naileth's got to wait like 90 days to reapply, and he's got 7,000 subs. Cinny, who's up there as well, 9,000 subs, I think. Oh yeah, and the worst part is it's demonetized, so they're not making money from those videos, but YouTube still is, so the ads are still playing. So, and I guarantee you, their videos are getting boosted by Twitch's algorithm, or not Twitch, but YouTube's algorithm at that point. breathing. All right. Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm looking at it. Granted, I'm not hit yet, but I think it's primarily because I don't get ads played. Yeah, like, or I get ads played, but I'm not making money from the ads yet, because I don't think you get ad revenue until like 1,000. So they might just hate me because they don't like me, but that's besides the point. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be a surprise. Good. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Oh, I'm just saying YouTube. YouTube probably hates me. They're definitely gonna hate me here. Give me a second. I don't think this has copyrighted music. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and check this out. I'm going to try not to rage. I do know a little bit of what this movie is going to be about. It's essentially another story within Resident Evil that takes place during Outbreak. Yeah, I've still got to set up some stuff. I'm going to be setting up resetting up my Patreon with brand new goals and everything, and doing it like looking good and professional, because I had one and I just pissed it away pretty much. And then I'm probably going to get a Ko-fi going as well. Sorry, but we're going to check out the Resident Evil trailer. I do know that this is supposed to take place during the events of RE2 or RE3, and like essentially Outbreak. So it's not focusing on any of the main characters or anything like that, which I think is the biggest benefit. The other thing is that this is directed by the same guy who directed Weapons, which is one of the creators of Whitest Kids You Know. So, and I know Weapons was really good, like really good. So we're going to watch this, we're going to check it out, and then I'm going to pause throughout it, and then I'm going to break it down a little bit more. Hold on. I don't know if okay, it's never going live. Okay. Sorry, I saw YouTube pop up on my phone. I'm like, God damn it, already? All right. Anyways, let's look at the Resident Evil trailer. Yeah.
Hello?
I'm already going to state this first thing I have to bitch about is if this is taking place during RE2, RE3. That was September to October. Granted, it's Darkly Mountains. It's technically Colorado, so there could be snow, but there's no snow during those games. Sorry.
I had a little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone. Hello?
Oh. Hold on, let me turn this down because apparently my computer's not liking that. Using the same voice.
Sorry.
Yeah, again, so that's the big, like, this is a good thing for this movie. That means it's going to be good and creepy, because Weapons is actually a really good creepy movie.
Look, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier, but, some things have, happened. I'm in, like, a seriously fucked up situation right now.
Why am I artifacting so badly?
And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again.
The fuck is that supposed to be? Are you taking some inspirations from 9? With the giant ass blob zombie guy? It's the bear from Dune, I know, right? Oh god.
Again.
Hold on. The fuck? It's Mr. Jiggles. This is something I expect from like The Force, not Resident Evil. Not like legs, like weird fucking exorcism legs. Like immediately that's... So that's our first glimpse of zombies for this, okay?
I just wanted you to know. I love you.
What? Like, this is creepy. That could easily be like a liquor. You could do a liquor right there. That'd be kind of cool.
And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again.
Like, this makes no sense unless you're taking inspiration from 9 for this creature. Yeah, seriously, there's a grafted scion. We're gonna go back to that because, like, before the legs came out, when you had the 2 arms come out and then another set of arms and this leg, like, this could have been fucked up where you had like multiple zombies rushing out, but like the legs just shooting up like this makes no sense. Like, what's the point of, like, that's not Resident Evil. I'm sorry, I get it. Resident Evil is a game and it has some stupid things. We've had ridiculously weird monsters, Lady D turning into a fucking dragon and flying around, you know. Yeah, that shit happens. We've had giant flies and giant spiders. But this, that doesn't make sense unless this is something else. But this is, I don't like that. That hurts my head. That's our only thing of zombies here.
I just wanted you to know.
Frozen zombie. Again, I just don't like that it's winter. Yeah. I will state, you know, like the bodies hitting the ground, like them exploding. This is very 9-esque with like the bursting, like the blister heads and stuff like that.
I love you.
Yeah, overall, I don't know. I don't know, like, I think the movie's going to be dumb fun, and it's going to definitely have its good creep factor. Like, it's going to be good in the aspect of creepy and messed up, because Weapons was creepy and messed up and phenomenal. But I don't see this as. I'm not seeing this as a Resident Evil movie. Like, and we've never had a good. That's not CG, by the way. We've never had a good live action Resident Evil movie because every single one has been fucking atrocious, minus the original Resident Evil movie, which you could kind of go, oh yeah, this kind of makes sense, and then they fucked it all over. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be a Resident Evil. It looks like it's gonna be a good creepy movie, but it's not gonna be. Like, this could probably be a really good fucked up horror movie if they called it something other than Resident Evil. There's only 80% stop, Jesus. Yeah, Mila. Yeah, I know. They call AI stuff slop. Yeah, it's this. Again, I think this is going to be really good in its own aspect, but I don't think it's going to be a good Resident Evil movie. Simple as that. And because it's got Resident Evil in the title and it is connected to the Resident Evil series in one way or shape or form, especially because there's going to be nods and everything to the Resident Evil games. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. This is probably going to be I might watch it in theaters. I may force myself to go see it in theaters to watch it and then hate my life after. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, it like, again, I will state this. If it didn't have Resident Evil attached to it and you had all that visual effects that they did there and everything like that, and it was some random zombie movie title, oh, this movie would do numbers, period, end of story. It will be amazing. But because it's got Resident Evil and we know that it's going to have ties to Resident Evil, immediately it's already not looking good for it. I rarely go to the theaters. I have to really, 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 really want to go see a movie in theater. Like, I will go see Godzilla -0 in theaters. I'll go see Violent Night 2 when that comes out, because Violent Night was so good. It was such a dumb action flick. I loved it. So I'll go see Violent Night 2. Yeah, all IP based, yeah. It's not based off of the IP. The hard part is there's going to be people that are going to go see it and be like, oh, this is such a good Resident Evil movie, and it really captures the spirit of Resident Evil. No, it doesn't. Okay, I can't say that because we don't know yet. And the hard part is I don't see like where they're going to put it, because it has to be in Raccoon City if it's going to be during Resident Evil 2-3 time period, which is 1998. It has to be in Raccoon City because there's no outbreaks outside of Raccoon City yet. It's not until Raccoon City that the outbreaks start going or breaking out everywhere else. Two for two, Jesus. Oh, you got fucking AI modded. It's gonna retard. The only thing that they're good at. Yeah, that's true. You got AI modded because for hate. Apparently, hate does not like retard. Apparently. All right, I need a palate cleanser. I need something nice to watch. I need something good. Yeah, it's auto mods. That's It's the Automods. But anyways, everyone, all right, we're going to check out a new Fat Electrician video because this literally dropped like 3 hours ago. I was like, oh shit, a new Nick video? Sweet. And it's not a Fat Files one. This is actually a Fat Electrician. And this is America's Top Dogs, Sergeant, Stubby, and Chips. Probably. I think it was because you said it twice. Because it counted as hate. And I'm like, that's weird. Okay. Baguettes, that's funny. But yeah, we're going to check out this one. This is a brand new video from Nick. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at. Okay, now it's not. I was talking to my my OBS because my OBS was being stupid. But all right, let's learn a thing or two about history.
We have not done an animal video in a while.
Yeah, it has been a
Today
while.
we're talking about America's top dogs, probably the most famous American war dog of all time, Sergeant Stubby from World War I, and America's most decorated war dog of all time, Chips from World War II. Now, there's normally...
Oh, look at those two beautiful puppers. Look at them. Hold on. It's starting to say... What is going on? Anyways,
part of the video
sorry.
where I have like some hook to draw you into the story so you want to stay and watch the entire thing, but I'm not going to do that because let's face facts. I'm talking about adorable guided missiles with teeth, and I know you're going to stay anyways, so let's just get the ad out of the way and move on. This video is brought to you by Supremacy World War III, okay? We've covered this on the channel before, okay? We all know it's a free online PvP military-based strategy game where you can play with up to 99 other people for free on PC and mobile. Basically, it's a giant World War III type scenario where you pick your country and try to conquer the world and you have to battle over resources. But now they've made it even more realistic because in Season 20, they've added the Underworld Protocol, which is just a fancy word for saying they've added the black market. Yes, now you can do shady underground deals that are illegal or against the Geneva Convention to give you an advantage in the game, and then if you get caught, you end up having a PR nightmare and all the people in your country get pissed off at you. This can lead to civil unrest, insurgencies, or a drop in your morale. The only thing that can make this more realistic is if they add a government PSYOP option where you can offer a government contract to Taylor Swift or Kim Kardashian to come up with a new scandal to distract everybody so nobody actually cares. So yeah, go check out Supremacy World War III. You can use the QR code on the screen or you can check out the link in the description below. Let's get back to the video.
All right, let's do this.
Bubby. All right, our story begins in 1917 on Yale University campus in New Haven, Connecticut. America has just entered World War I. Why? Because the Germans have just committed the cardinal sin that always gets America involved in military conflict.
They touched one of our boats.
That's what I want to tell you, but technically, that's not true.
I can't lie!
You see,
Oh no. Oh Jesus. I love that it held that one there, Jackal.
the Germans
He does
used
keep it real.
submarines to sink the RMS Lusitania, which was not an American ship, but it did have 128 Americans on board that were killed. Obviously, this pissed off a lot of people, but technically they found the loophole. They didn't touch one of America's boats. We can't go to war. Them's the rules, apparently. So Woodrow Wilson just like gives them a stern talking to and is like, hey, don't do that anymore. And then nothing happens. Okay, that was in 1915. Okay, fast forward 2 years later, 1917, World War I has been raging on for almost 3 years at this point, and America still has yet to be involved. Great Britain comes to the American government, and they're like, hey, we intercepted this telegram between Arthur Zimmerman, who's representing Germany, and the Mexican government, and this telegram basically says, hey, Germany's gonna start blowing up American ships again, which means America's probably gonna join World War I. When that happens, do you wanna go ahead and go to war with America also? Then you could retake Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico, and it would take some pressure off of us. And the American government's looking at Great Britain like, really? Did Germany really say this, or is this a British trick to try to draw me into your European conflict over here? I'm not sure I buy it. And then Arthur Zimmerman comes out of left field and tells an American reporter, basically, no, I said it and I meant it. And America can only have one response to that. So America joined.
Oh no. Zimmerman's like, nah. I said what I said. Come at me, bro. Just like that.
World War I, but the problem is America doesn't really have a military right now. I mean, they have a military, but it's small, it's tiny, it's not some big force that they're going to send over into World War I and have a meaningful impact. So they have to raise and build a massive army. To do this, they start training people to join the army wherever they can, including college athletic fields like at Yale University, where they're training the 26th Infantry Division, aka the Yankees. It's basically basic training. They're going to teach how to march, they're going to teach a rank structure, how to salute, all that stuff. And then when they do actually get to the part of, you know, here's a rifle, here's how to use it, they don't even have enough rifles for everybody. So most of these guys are training in firearms while holding like broom handles and sticks, imagining that it's a gun for training.
It's a wooden gun. Oh!
And one day, while they're doing this, a stray dog shows up. He looks like, you know, some type of dog, looks like a bull terrier. He's got the cut tail, so obviously he has some kind of owner somewhere, but, you know, it's a dog. They're petting the dog. They're hanging out with the dog. They don't really chain him up or put him on a leash or try to keep him because he's missing his tail, which implies that he has an owner or somebody that cares about him, but the dog just kind of never left. He just kept hanging out with the guys of the 26th Infantry Division. And then eventually Corporal James Conroy becomes the dog's caretaker, names him Stubby, and he becomes the unofficial mascot of the 26th Infantry Division. So now Stubby's just hanging out with the boys while they're training all day on Yale University campus, and eventually he starts trying to do what all the other guys are doing, right? He's one of the boys, he's one of the homies, so he starts marching in formation with these guys, and eventually he figures out how to salute, and not just like on command like it's a trick for a dog. Stubby can salute on command, but he can also figure out like, oh, if an officer walks in the room and everybody else stands up to salute, Stubby sits down on his butt and then raises his hand to salute also. And
that is, hold on, we're going back to that statue. That's adorable. Someone else did. Interesting. That's adorable.
To salute also.
That's
and
true.
He salutes anybody that salutes him. And this goes on for months. Just Stubby's one of the homies. Everybody loves him. And then by September of 1917, it's time to ship off over to France, at which point, obviously, they're not going to be able to take this dog with them. So Corporal Conroy has, you know, the Disney kids movie moment of like, go on, boy, get out of here. I can't take you with me. They then all hop on the train. And
yeah, I know,
take
right?
That train out to a naval yard, get onto a ship, and then head off to France. And Stubby didn't listen. He snuck onto the train as well. So now Stubby's at this naval.
Well, this is turning into a Nick story. Someone forcing themselves into war. Oh, the good boy. I know, right? Oh, what Nick's...
And the guys of the 26th Infantry are like, I mean, we can't just abandon him here in unfamiliar territory. I guess he's coming with us. Now the problem is the Navy's not about to let a dog onto their ship, at least.
Yeah, the White Boy of the Year shirt, that was in celebration for Veteran with the Sign, who was 50 Cent posted something about him, and then, or was it the vice president? Or was someone reposted something of his, and then 50 Cent reposted that, and then said white boy of the year. So that's the joke now.
The chain of command of the Navy's not about to let a dog on their ship, but the man in charge of Stubby is Corporal Conroy, and Corporal is an E4. He's part of the E4 Mafia, so he goes over to the Naval E4, hits them up, and is like, hey, we gotta smuggle a dog onto your ship. And the Navy guys are like, fuck yeah. They hide Stubby inside of a coal bin, smuggle him on board, and keep him hidden the entire voyage to France. They make port, now they gotta smuggle him off. So Conroy just grabs a big overcoat, stuffs Stubby inside the overcoat, and is holding him, and just walks right off the ship while a bunch of the other guys are like running interference, trying to crowd around him not to make it obvious.
Who's the ugly old brother?
Say hello to Grandma.
Somehow it works. They manage to keep him hidden
There are some people that would actually. Hey, at least they all have priorities, right? No, we've heard of V4. You just never heard of the Mafia. Heard about the Mafia. No, you didn't.
For a couple of days, but then one day the chain of command walks inside of the tent and there's a fucking dog in the tent and he's like, why is there a dog here? You guys can't have pets. And Stubby reads the room, sits down and salutes this officer, and the officer's like, I'm going back home in a couple days. You guys are getting a new chain of command. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see this. And he leaves. Couple more.
That would have been me. Woof. Where you can't have that. I didn't see shit. Walk away.
Days go by and the new chain of command shows up, and the word on the street is he's a complete hard ass. His name is Colonel John Parker, aka Gatling Gun Parker, a machine gun expert and combat veteran from the Spanish-American War. And you gotta remember, all the guys in the 26th Infantry Division are all like kids that just got out of high school that have been training on how to go to war with literal sticks and broom handles. This guy is terrifying to them. They're really worried about what's gonna happen. He might take Stubby out of the tent and shoot him on the spot.
Oh man, I need to watch that movie. Equilibrium is such a good movie. It's like a more badass version of 1984. It really is. If you guys have never watched it, check out Equilibrium. The puppy's cute and so heartbreaking too. Bar officer, yeah.
They have no idea. Okay, full transparency, we don't know what happened between Stubby and Gatling Gun Parker, but what we do know is that apparently Gatling Gun Parker absolutely loved this dog, and all the guys that wrote about Stubby after the war said that Stubby was the only soldier that could talk back to him and get away with it.
There's an epidemic in the Nethers, it's best we know about it.
Gatling Gun Parker is officially co-signed.
That's such good. It's so good. And using scenes from Equilibrium, so good.
Stubby is now staying, and all the boys are going to go into more training in France, and this time they're finally actually going to get guns for the first time, which also means Stubby is also going to be subjected to gunfire for the first time, and the first time he hears guns go off, doesn't even flinch. Which on one hand is really impressive for a dog, but on the other hand, that's Stubby's entire MO. I'm sure the first time a gun went off, he just kind of looked around like, okay, the boys aren't panicking. I'm not going to panic either. This is normal. Moving on. After they finish training, they get shipped off to the front lines, and Corporal Conroy gets selected for recon duty.
You have a good night.
He's going to be the one sneaking around the front lines, trying to get eyes on the enemy, know how many troops are where, know where the enemy trenches are, absolutely everything, and Stubby's going with him. Okay, now, a couple things happen during this period. Stubby comes to understand, okay, Germans are the bad guys, the ones that smell like sauerkraut and speak German. Got it. He knows they're the bad guys, but...
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's great.
Because he's on recon duty with Conroy, he also goes all over the place. He's not just standing in one trench around the same 5 guys all the time. He's getting shown off to all of the Allied forces. So now pretty much everybody knows about Stubby. They know who he is. Everybody loves him, but he also gets exposed to French and British people, and Stubby fully understands who's French, who's British, who's American, who's German, and he knows that the Germans, as far as he's concerned, are the bad guys. This goes on for a little while, and then on March 17th, 1918, Stubby has his first run-in with mustard gas. Now, according to the popular story that you see reiterated on like Wikipedia and a bunch of articles, allegedly Stubby was wounded by mustard gas and ended up in the hospital. As far as I could tell, that's not actually true, and it's not true because prior to this, Corporal Conroy and a French lieutenant had a custom gas mask made for Stubby, so...
Oh my god, he had a custom gas mask? Oh, that's so cute. Look at that. Stubby with his own little gas mask.
Prior to this, Corporal Conroy and a French lieutenant had a custom gas mask made for Stubby, so while he was exposed to mustard gas, he had a gas mask, and as far as I could tell, he was never actually injured by it. So that's good, and even better than that, Stubby is a really smart dog that recognizes patterns and acts accordingly. So after being exposed to mustard gas for the first time, presumably from his perspective, there's a really high-pitched whistle from the artillery coming in, and then they land, and everybody freaks out and puts these masks on. Well, not all the humans can hear this high-pitched whistle. whistle as soon as a dog can, but Stubby can. So from that point on, every time he hears the high-pitched whistle of incoming artillery, he starts
I know,
barking
right?
like, what the fuck are you guys doing? We're supposed to be putting our masks on right now. And he ends up being the early warning system for his entire section of trench, so everybody knows to put their gas masks on, which I cannot stress to you enough is a humongous deal, because when you're dealing with toxic gas, breathing in one breath is... you're done. Seconds actually matter. So even Stubby giving them a couple second lead time to be able to pull their mask out and get it on their face is huge and probably saved a ton of lives. But Stubby takes it a step further, right? You have all the dudes on the line up in the trench manning their positions. They all hear the alarm go off. They don their gas masks. But a lot of guys are still back in these underground bunkers where they're sleeping or eating or doing whatever when it's not their turn to man the trench. And because the poisonous gas is heavier than air, the gas can settle down into these bunkers, and if you're sleeping down there and you don't hear the alarm go off, you're probably gonna wake up dead. So every time there was a German gas attack, Stubby would...
I do that every day. What's new about that?
bark, they would set off the alarm, everybody would don gas masks, and then once that was happening, Stubby would go and run into all the bunkers and make sure that all the soldiers inside the bunkers were also awake so they could don their gas masks. And there was multiple accounts of soldiers that had been woken up and saved by Stubby. Because of this, Stubby was never tied up or put on a leash or tried to be restricted in his movements. He was pretty much allowed to roam around the front lines and do whatever he wanted whenever he wasn't with Conroy. He was hanging out with random soldiers, he was keeping people company, maybe he was saving lives, but he just kind of got to come and go as he pleased, and at some point or another, he got a habit of going AWOL. Stubby would just kind of up and disappear, and nobody knew where he was. He was absent without leave. He was off doing his own thing on his own little personal side quest. But nobody really cared because he always came back, and as Conroy later put it, he always showed back up clean and sober, so whatever. But then one day, Stubby didn't come back, and it was way longer than he'd ever been AWOL before, and eventually, after days, everybody just kind of presumed that Stubby'd been killed. And a few more days go by, and still...
No. We don't like when stories go sad, Nick.
No Stubby, and the entire regiment in that section of the trench is just... Stubby was everybody's dog, and everybody's acting like their dog died.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple days after that, there's this French unit coming through their AO, and one of the 26th Infantry guys, not Conroy, just one of the random guys, but obviously well aware who Stubby is, sees that a French lieutenant has a dog that looks an awful lot like Stubby on a leash. So he grabs some of the boys and they go over to investigate, and sure enough, it's Stubby, at which point he politely informs the French guy, "That's my fucking dog." And the French guy says, "No, it isn't. It's my dog."
The one thing you don't do is get between an American and their fucking dog. Time to go. Yeah, I know, right? Fuck 'em, vengeance. I know, right?
Whoa. Now, to be completely transparent, I've got a pretty good idea what happens next, but I can't state it as a fact. But according to the historical record, the French were then threatened with disciplinary actions if they didn't turn over the dog.
You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I will fuck you up!
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what would have happened. My teeth. Yeah, I know that.
So yeah, the French went ahead and surrendered Stubby over to the 26th Infantry Division, which is just, you know, foreshadowing for the next World War. So Stubby's back, he's going on recon missions with Conroy, he's hanging out with the boys on the front line, he's being the early warning system, and then they teach him how to kill rats. Again, seems like something minor, but it's actually a huge boost to morale because the rats were just making everything absolutely miserable.
Yeah, rats during World War I were annoying because you'd be eating, or they get into food sources, they get into your stock for food, they get into bags, they get everywhere, and they were annoying. Like you couldn't function as a military properly because you're in these trenches that you had to dig, and then now you have rats in there that are fucking everything up.
living inside of these trenches. You're in close quarters with all the guys. Everybody's getting sick. Everybody's cold. Everybody's hungry. And then you've got these big ass rats that are the size of house cats running around. And these rats are carrying lice and fleas. And the lice and fleas are just making everything about life miserable. Here comes Stubby to kill all the rats. From here, the 26th Infantry Division gets orders that they're going to be going.
Hold on.
Comes Stubby.
If these are all the rats he killed, damn, dude. Stubby had a kill count. This picture right here looks like at least 30, maybe 40. Man. Stubby had a kill count. Like at least 40 confirmed kills. Damn. Boil the rats, I know, right?
To kill all the rats. From here, the 26th Infantry Division gets orders that they're going to be going and moving to a different section of the trench where they're going to be relieving the 1st Infantry Division.
Right?
And they're going to do it under the cover of night, not wanting the enemy to know about their troop movements, what units are where, so on and so on. So that's what they do. They do everything at night. They try to be sneaky. First morning, they're there. The Germans have a big-ass sign hung up that says, "Welcome 26th Infantry Division." Obviously, the Germans know that they're there. Probably not a good thing, because the Germans probably assume that that means that these are fresh new recruits that haven't seen combat and aren't trained and it's going to be an easy fight, so they're going to launch a massive offensive, which is exactly what they do, and it becomes to be known as the Battle of Sedge Prey. During this battle, Stubby is doing exactly what Stubby does. He's alerting for incoming artillery. If he's not doing that, he's hanging out with wounded men, trying to improve morale. The accounts vary, but at some point during this battle, Stubby takes shrapnel in his chest and his leg, either from a German grenade or from artillery. He is then rushed to the rear to the aid station by his guys, and they try to give him to the doctor, and presumably the doctor's like, major battle going on, kind of busy, don't have time to deal with the fucking dog right now. Not realizing that, yeah, he sees a dog, but these guys don't see a dog, they see one of them. An altercation ensues, and ultimately, the doctor winds up taking care of the dog. Stubby
I think I know how that altercation went. You're going to fix the dog. You're going to fix Stubby. Stubby's one of us. Fuck you. I've got injured. You're going to fix him, or you're not going to have a hand. All right. Fixing the doggo.
winds up getting the shrapnel removed, his wounds cleaned, and spends a month recuperating, and then returns back to the front lines with his men. By July 18th, the Allied forces go on the offensive. It is no longer stand in the trench, wait for the enemy to bomb rush you, and shoot him down with a machine gun. It is now, we're getting out of the trench, and we're advancing towards the enemy. The Germans are
dead man zone.
So they're trying to get back there, cut them off, capture as many Germans as possible.
You fix the dog, or I will replace your eyes with... God. Yeah, that's a military thing.
And the fighting is no longer in trenches, a lot of it's out in the open. And while the 26th Infantry guys are doing that, Stubby is right there by him, and he figures out a new way that he can contribute. With the battle now out in the open, it's way more chaotic. If somebody gets wounded out on the battlefield and can't move, it's hard to get them a medic, to get them off the battlefield, to get medical care. So Stubby goes out and he finds wounded soldiers, knows where they are, and then kicks off running, grabs the medics, and guides the medics back to wounded soldiers to get these guys off the battlefield. Seeing and presumably understanding that the Germans were hurting all of his homies, Sergeant Stubby grew to really not like the Germans, and when the battle wasn't raging and he wasn't saving his guys, he was being on guard duty helping escort German prisoners from point A to point B. Eventually, for the first time in his life, they actually had to put him on a leash while he did it, because apparently, remember, Stubby knows how to march. He learned how to march with the boys back at Yale University. If the Germans weren't marching well enough, he would fucking bite them. Which, what an unfortunate situation.
I'd hate to be the one German that would sit there and gets bit. Fucking dog kicks Stubby. You come here, out of line. Yeah. On your knees. What? On your knees now. What are you going to do? You're going to apologize to the dog. You're going to apologize to Stubby for doing that. Or I'm going to make this painful and slow. The fuck do you cut? Painful and slow. You're just insane. fine.
To be in, right? Like, you just got your ass kicked on the battlefield, you might be wounded, you just got captured by the enemy, now they're marching you along, and there's this dog being a drill sergeant that bites you if you don't march in cadence with all your other wounded buddies. And the normal human reaction to a dog biting you is to like hit it and get it away from you, but also it's the dog that belongs to all the dudes with guns that seemingly care a lot about this dog, so if I hit this dog, I'm probably gonna get shot. I guess you just gotta sit there and let the dog eat you. Anyways, he does that through the entire Allied offensive, and then eventually the 26th Infantry Division liberates a town called Chateau Thierry. While at Chateau Thierry, I would assume it's, you know, like you see in the movies. Everybody's celebrating, they're drinking, they're partying, they're having a good time. The Americans showed up and liberated us. The Germans are gone. We're free again. Hooray. And then the Germans decided to launch a gas attack, but Stubby was there to alert everybody and saved a ton of people in this town. And because of that, the women of Chateau Thierry made Stubby a jacket to thank him, and that is the jacket that you see him wearing in almost every picture. From here, Stubby and the 26th Infantry Division partake in the St. Michael Offensive, and then they are in the Battle of the Meuse-Argonne, the last big battle of World War I. On September 26, 1918, the very first day of the Battle of the Meuse-Argonne, Stubby is going about his normal duties, doing Stubby stuff, when he notices a German.
Speaking of which, we're talking, we're listening to this and everything. I hopped on Twitter real quick just to check a couple things. Is Lynx like taking a week off? Because I have not seen Lynx go live. Or does she get hit with another suspension on Twitch? Does anyone know? Or is she just like taking some time off? Because if she's taking time off, that subathon is going on for fucking ever. Not as bad as my friend Zombies, but that's besides the point. I'm just checking, just making sure. I know she posted something on X earlier today, so I know she's alive. No. The dog is gonna get to know you real well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've seen those videos.
Day of the Battle of the Meuse-Argonne. Stubby is going about his normal duties, doing Stubby stuff, when he notices a German. Now, to be fair, it's debated as to whether or not this German was in a German uniform or if he was in an Allied uniform, but everybody pretty much agrees this guy was a spy and Stubby found him. Personally, I like to think he was in an Allied uniform being extra sneaky, and Stubby just rolls up like, you don't smell like one of my boys.
You stink. You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
At which point, the German just knows he's cooked. Stubby then proceeds to bark, alerting the rest of the guys to this intruder, biting him in the ass and wrestling him to the ground and holding him until his guys can come capture him.
Such a good fur missile. Good boy.
It's a doggy. Please don't bite me, dog.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, Hollister.
Dog, grab my ass.
For this, he receives an honorary battlefield promotion to sergeant, and his sergeant stripes are stitched onto his jacket that was given to him by the women of Chateau Thierry. But it gets better, because on the
Very
spy,
nice, yep.
they
Bark,
found
bark,
an
not
Iron
me,
Cross, which is
motherfucker.
like the highest medal that you can get in the German military at this point in time. And under the rules of fucking finders keepers, that is now Sergeant Stubby's Iron Cross, which he then had mounted on his jacket in the very appropriate location of right below his ass.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's literally right there. That's the Iron Cross. That's the German Iron Cross. Damn, look at all the medals Sergeant Stubby had.
From here, Stubby continues to serve with his guys all
He
through the
probably
Battle
had
of
a
the Meuse
Purple Heart,
Argonne
too.
and all through the rest of World War I until Armistice Day when it comes to an end. When it was all said and done, Sergeant Stubby had been in combat for 18 months straight. He helped in 17 battles and 4 major offensives. And after the war, Sergeant Stubby became a celebrity. He was America's goodest boy. He led parades. He met 3 presidents. He met General Pershing, the American general that led all of World War I for the American side. And General Pershing gave him a gold medal. And the rumor is Pershing also made his promotion to sergeant official, but there's no documents of that actually surviving. But let's face it, if General Blackjack Pershing looks at you and says, "You're a sergeant," you're a sergeant. I don't care if he signed the paperwork or not. Sergeant Stubby and Conroy basically traveled the country on this enormous PR tour where he is given a ton of different medals and awards from different humane societies and military organizations, all of which get donned on his jacket. And after the PR tour, Sergeant Conroy takes him back home where he gets to live happily ever after until finally passing away at the age of 10 in 1926. I don't know a lot, but I do know it's a good thing for the enemy that Sergeant Stubby got a happy ending.
Good dog.
Yeah. Oh, and now into Chips.
And now for my personal favorite, Chips. So by World War II, as far as dogs goes, the American government had learned its lesson. Dogs are pretty fucking handy to have around and to give to the grunts, and they can do all kinds of stuff. So in World War II, they had
It's the only reason Germany still exists. I know, right?
a war dog program. Basically, the American government came out and just asked the civilian population for help. They're like, hey, we need dogs to go to war with. If you've got a good working dog that's like 1 or 2 years old.
Oh, yeah. This is like the start of what would eventually become our animal act, where we would have animals, dogs specifically, with us, because dogs are great, are great at sniffing out enemies in weird locations, great about detecting danger, great about tackling and taking people down. The dogs are really good in the military. Hi, Z.
Bring him in, get him checked out, and if he qualifies, you can donate him to the war effort. And one of the dogs that was volunteered for service was Chips, a Collie Husky German Shepherd mix. And he came from Pleasantville, New York, from the Wren family. The Wren family...
Sorry, excuse me, what?
Qualifies, you can donate him to the war effort. And one of the dogs that was volunteered for service was Chips, a Collie Husky German Shepherd mix.
Don't get bit by that. Yeah, that too. But yeah, don't get bit by that. Collie Husky German Shepherd mix. Ooh, don't get bit. That dog's going to latch onto you and not let go. And if you lose your arm, you lose your arm.
And he came from Pleasantville, New York, from the Wren family. The Wren family had 2 young daughters and a brand new baby boy, John, and the 2-year-old Chips. And Chips was super protective of the kids. He was a great dog. He would also chase off the mailman every time he tried to deliver the mail. He was wound a little bit tight, but he was a puppy. He was everything the United States military was looking for, so the Wren family reluctantly offered him up for service. So in 1942, Chips gets sent off to Virginia to go through sentry dog training. Basically, he's going to be a guard dog for military bases overseas. He graduates from training, and then he gets assigned to a handler, a guy by the name of John Rowell. As far as being, a sentry dog, a guard dog on a military base, not really what goes down, because Chips and Private Rowell wind up getting attached to the 3rd Infantry Division as they're getting ready to make their amphibious landing into North Africa for Operation Torch. Yeah, Chips's first day on the job is to make an amphibious landing into combat in North Africa, literally the spearhead of the entire Allied forces. They make the amphibious landing, goes as good as it can. Obviously, the bullets and the explosions scare the shit out of him at first, but he gets used to it. They advance 300 yards inland, and then Private Rowell, Chips, and the rest of their platoon gets pinned down by an enemy machine gun nest with 2 machine guns in it. It is at this moment that Chips decides that he's going to do some gangster shit. He rips the leash out of Private Rowell's hands and runs straight towards the machine gun nest.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
You just had to use that name to describe that scenario. God, he's a fucking nerd.
Somehow he manages to not get shot, jumps into the enemy machine gun nest, and then within a couple of seconds, all of the machine gunning towards the men stops. So the men start advancing, and as they're advancing, they hear gunshots and screaming
perfect clip,
going
I know,
off
right?
inside the machine gun nest, and then everything gets quiet, and everybody's like, shit, Chips just got killed.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But
Not for me.
A couple seconds after that, the screaming resumes as they see Chips dragging an Italian machine gunner out by his neck. Private Rao calls.
He's biting me. He's biting me. Okay, okay. Maybe if I play dead. Okay, dead. I'm dead. I get to see that. Just being quiet. Okay. If I act dead, he'll let go of me, and then I'll be able to. Nope. He thinks I'm so. Got your nose, JK. I got your neck. Exactly.
Chips off before he kills this guy, and then 3 more soldiers walk out with their hands up and surrender. From here, they take the enemy soldiers prisoner, then they go inside the machine gun nest to see what went down, and both machine guns are ripped off of their mounts. And Chips has burns on his face and mouth. Chips had went in there, fought 4 grown men, and ripped both the machine guns off their mounts so that the men could advance. Prisoner, then they go inside the machine gun nest to see what went down, and both machine guns are ripped off of their mounts. And Chips has burns on his face and mouth. Chips had went in there, fought 4 grown men, and ripped both the machine guns off their mounts.
The fuck is this dog on? Because I want that. Holy shit. I can throw teeth too, I know, right? Freaking dog just ran in there. It was like, I'm gonna beat the shit out. I'm gonna bite the shit out of all of you. And these machine guns, these things, yeah, fuck them. What are you gonna do? I just ripped them off. Some, yeah, OG shit right there. That is like, that dog's like, nah, fuck you. You got guns? I got teeth. Bet. I win. I seriously, that dog had cybernetic teeth. He had something. Holy shit. Ripped the guns off the mounts. They were obviously still hot, so he had burns, but he's like, fuck you. I don't care.
So that the men could advance and get him. Despite being wounded, he stays in the fight all day long, and later that evening, on the very same day, 10 Italian soldiers are planning on launching an ambush on his platoon, but Chips manages to spot him, alert his men, and they get captured and taken as prisoners as well. And that's just the first day. Chips and the rest of the 3rd Infantry Division fight all the way through Morocco and Algeria, and once they capture those 2 countries, there's a little bit of a lull in the battle, at which point the platoon leader for Chips's platoon nominates him for the Distinguished Service Cross, the 2nd highest medal in the United States military, second only to the Medal of Honor. This gets kicked up the chain of command to Major General Leon Truscott, and he's like, all right, I don't know if I can give a dog the Distinguished Service Cross. We're going to give him a...
Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. You give that dog that cross.
Silver Star, and he approves it, and Chips is awarded a Silver Star. Not an honorary Silver Star, not a special award for dogs. Chips the dog is given a legitimate Silver Star. At which point, apparently General Eisenhower, you know, like the Allied Supreme Commander, the most important general for the Americans in World War II, wants to meet the only dog in American history that has a Silver Star, so he goes to meet Chips. And apparently nobody told Eisenhower that you're not supposed to try to pet sentry dogs because they're instructed to bite anybody that isn't their handler that tries to touch them. He nips Eisenhower on the hand. Luckily, Eisenhower's cool about it, and actually to this day at the Eisenhower Presidential Library, you can go there and schedule a time for your kids to take a 50-minute class on military working dogs that highlights Chips, and there's even a coloring page and a section in the course that highlights that time that he bit the future president on the hand.
That's funny. That's funny. Son was young enough. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
What are you drawing? It's just a goodbye card, that's all.
No touchy, exactly.
It's sweet.
After that, the United States military is getting ready for the Casablanca conference, where FDR, Winston Churchill, Eisenhower, all the bigwigs are going to meet in Casablanca. They're going to have a meeting, figure out.
No, I'm not going to share that in Jackal because I'm on cooldown right now. I'm not allowed to talk to her because I've talked to her for a few days, and I'm like, no, I need to back off a little. And I'm not telling y'all who. There's only one other person who knows who I'm talking about. She's not in this stream, so safe there.
Out how the rest of the war is going to go. Obviously, security's going to
Or if you're in here, you do not say shit.
need to be pretty tight. They're going to want their best guys and their best dogs on the job, and there's only one dog in American history that's got a fucking silver star. So Chips goes to Casablanca to guard the president and all the other bigwigs. That goes pretty good, and then after that, they get shipped off to Sicily, and while they're on the ship, they are on the ship with four other war dogs. Two of them are boys, and one of them is a girl named Menno. Okay, you gotta remember, Chips, he's a dog, but more importantly, he's a grunt. This dog is an infantryman that has been reincarnated into a canine, I'm absolutely positive. He's looking around like, I mean,
The boy dog. Infantryman. Not Marine, so I mean, there's that benefit, but he's still infantry, so hormones activated. This is why you went Air Force. Then no one ever expects you to do stupid shit. We get away with it because no one expects it. Everyone expects the Marines. You don't call the Marines unless you want something dead, broken, or pregnant, you know. and Jackal, I won't say because that person is in other people's streams. I'm not even going to say whose streams she's in. She's a mod for a streamer. And I'm not going to say who because it will somehow get back to her. And until I am ready and more confident with myself, I'm not going to say anything. Yeah, it's going to get back to her. Yeah, 3 males and 1 female. Dog. I will state that's dangerous if they were Air Force. If you know, you know.
we're not fighting, and I can't open a beer. There's only one thing left to do.
You'll find on the
So yeah, Menno gets pregnant, has 9 puppies, 5 of which become unit mascots, and the other 4 follow in their parents' paw prints and become military working dogs. And Chips officially becomes the reason that, at least for a period of time, all female working dogs have to be spayed before getting deployed. So Menno gets to take the rest of the war off. She's busy.
That line and then what you said, see? Oh, I'm dying. Couch anyone? I'm not going to type it because it shows up in chat. I can't say that. I prefer to break my own stuff. Listen, again, you don't call all the Marines unless you want something dead, broken, or pregnant. Or all of the above. I don't know how that works. It just does. Marines are weird.
Having kids, Chips, on the other hand, goes into combat in Sicily where he fights in the Battle of Salerno. After that, he is officially awarded his Silver Star in the field, and all of the guys in his platoon are like, holy shit, that actually worked. We need to write him up for a Purple Heart too, because he got wounded getting burns on his mouth from those machine guns, so they also write him up for a Purple Heart. So the paperwork gets sent in, and some paper pusher at the award committee gets so butthurt at the notion that they wanted to give a dog a Purple Heart, he decides he's not just gonna deny it, he's also gonna write a letter.
Oh my God, she's gonna have a bitch fit. Oh, better yet, I'm gonna write a letter.
So he writes a letter to FDR.
That person's obviously not a dog person. Probably not even a cat person. They probably don't have pets. I'm gonna shut up because I was about to say something really bad. I'm gonna say it. Say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna get banned on Twitter saying it.
And the Department of War, and basically throws a bitch
Yeah,
fit that
firing
they gave
squad.
this dog a silver star, and now they want to give him a purple heart, and then leads a campaign to have Chips' silver star revoked. And unfortunately, he is successful. Chips is denied a purple heart.
Lynch mob, hang him in town center, hanging him, picnic, you know, because you don't fucking do that.
Has his silver star revoked, and I think we'd all agree that this analyst from the award committee needs to find something better to do with his fucking time. I mean, seriously, if you want to be a Karen about everything, go be a president at your local HOA. Why would you take time out of your day during World War II when you're in charge of giving out purple hearts to try to revoke a medal from a dog who...
I'm gonna we're gonna rewind this because I want Nick's rant in full, just unadulterated rant, because fuck that person. Fuck their family, and I say we dig them up. If they're dead, dig their body up, and firing squad the dead body. I think that's fair. I think that's 100% fair. Draw and quartering the dead body because they're probably not alive anymore.
Fortunately, he is successful. Chips is denied a purple heart, has his silver star revoked, and I think we'd all agree that this analyst from the award committee needs to find something better to do with his fucking time. I mean, seriously, if you want to be a Karen about everything, go be a president at your local HOA. Why would you take time out of your day during World War II when you're in charge of giving out purple hearts to try to revoke a medal from a dog who bum rushed an enemy machine gun position? Oh, well, he's a dog and awards should only be given to people. Fuck you. You know who thinks he deserved that award? All the men that didn't die from machine gun fire that recommended he get the award. Okay, who gives a shit if Chips is a dog? He did some gangster shit. He performed an act of valor. He earned the award. Give him the award. Just because he's got 4 legs and fur doesn't change the fact he did the thing to get the reward. Give it to him. Okay, I understand. It's probably very emasculating to have to go home after a long day of pushing papers around in the basement of the Pentagon and explain to your wife and her boyfriend that there's a dog over in
Well, we know who's always in the cuck chair. Dude gets cucked so hard that he got mad that a dog had a higher award than he ever could have because he was a fucking bitch. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. It's kind of obvious with how he was ranting. I'm like, yeah, he's gonna make a cuck chair.
Sicily that's got bigger balls than you, that's also accomplished more in 2 years of his life than you have in your entire life as a grown-ass man. But that's just the way it works out sometimes. Quit being a bitch. Also,
I need the unedited version. I wonder if his Pepperbox's version doesn't do the standby here. I wonder if it does that.
I'm calm. Okay, so Chips winds up fighting in frontline combat.
Yeah, if you can, Jackal, because I'm not going to be able to right now.
By January of 1944, he is taken away from frontline combat, given a new handler, and sent on prison guard duty. While there, he gets the nickname the One-Man Guard Company because apparently he could keep 60 dudes in check all by himself. And Chips performs that duty till the end of World War II, and before getting shipped back home to America, his platoon gives him an honorary theater ribbon with 8 battle stars for the 8 campaigns that he served in. Chips is then shipped back to Virginia, where he is given more training to help him readapt to civilian life, and then he is put on a train and shipped back to New York to the Wren family. The Wren family then meets the military escort at the train depot to pick up Chips, and little Johnny, who was only a baby when Chips was sent off to war, is now 4 years old. And can you imagine the excitement of a 4-year-old boy who has been told his entire life, you have a dog, buddy, but he's off at war fighting the bad guys right now, and he finally gets to come home, and you meet him? I think I actually found a picture of it right here. So little Johnny, at least at this moment, is probably the happiest boy on the planet. In addition to getting
It's so
Chips, they got all of
sweet.
his discharge paperwork, and with that paperwork was a letter from Chips's last handler while he was in the military, and it reads as follows, and I quote, "We had quite a few nights on the same cot or bed or whatever we could get. He's the best friend I've ever had. No one in the world has a better dog than you." Also worth noting, his discharge paperwork, like his official discharge paperwork, refers to him as Mr. Chips, which I think is hilarious. The clerk at the Pentagon took one look at this dog's service record and put some respect on his name, and I appreciate it. Also, I know it's probably not true, but I like to think they gave him a full rundown of everything Chips did while he was in the military. And Mr. Wren's sitting there like, okay, buddy, let's see what you've been up to. Okay, day one, dragged a grown man out of a machine gun position by his neck, forcing him to surrender. Okay, forced 3 more guys to surrender, suffered burns to his mouth after dismounting a machine gun by himself. Holy crap, this dog is awesome. Then proceeded to capture 10 more guys on the same day. Holy shit, honey, our dog is a superhero. For this, he was awarded the Silver Star, then had his Silver Star revoked, then he was the guard dog for FDR, then he bit General Eisenhower on the hand. What the fuck is happening right now? What did you do? Then on a boat to Sicily, he fathered 9 children and is formally the reason that all female working dogs have to get neutered. Sweetheart, Chips might be the man of the house now. I'm gonna go mow the lawn. Wren family goes back.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I said if I serviced my dog and I came back and he had that rap sheet, I'd be like, I'm a piece of shit. Fuck. All right, I guess. All right, what do you want? What do you want, bud? You want a steak? You want a steak? Okay, raw. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get steaks. I gotta get him a steak. How do you like the grass? Do you like it like super, like really nice? You tell me how you like the grass, okay? I'll make sure it's mowed perfect. Okay, yeah. Oh, you want to be on the couch? Yeah, go right ahead. You're on the couch. Oh, you want to sleep in the bed? Yep, but that's your bed.
Back home, Chips is home now, the family's reunited, and Chips is the best dog ever. And then one day, little Johnny, wanting to show off his war hero dog, decides to dress up in a little army uniform with a little belt and a little toy revolver and a hat, and he's strutting around town, and one of the neighbor kids comes running out of his house with a cap gun, pointing it at little Johnny right in front of Chips, pulling the trigger, and Chips sprints at this kid and rips the gun out of his hand, doesn't hurt the kid at all, just takes the gun away, scares the living shit out of this kid. He takes off crying, runs home to mom. The mom gets all pissed off saying that Chips is a dangerous animal, but there was never any other sign of aggression that Chips showed towards anybody, and all he did was take the gun away. The kid wasn't hurt. On another occasion, later that summer, the family goes out to the beach. Obviously, they're bringing Chips with. He's part of the family, and little Johnny gets swept up in the current and pulled out farther than he's comfortable. Nobody noticed except for Chips, and Chips went out there, dragged him back onto the beach by his swim trunks, saving Johnny. And Chips and the Wren family got to live happily ever after. Unfortunately, ever after didn't last long enough. 7 months after being reunited with the Wren family, Chips would pass away from kidney failure and be privately buried by the family. And that is the story of America's top dogs. Chips, the most decorated war dog in American history, and Sergeant Stubby, probably the most famous war dog in American history. Thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch, maybe drink some Echelon, check out echelon.tv. Links for all that over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang, out. If you want to read more about some animal war heroes from World War II, Robin Hutton has this book called War Animals, The Unsung Heroes of World War II. It's really good, just features a ton of different war animals in World War II.
At least he was home.
An amazing book on Sergeant Reckless that I've already done a video on. And then Ann Bossum actually wrote a book on Sergeant Stubby. And if you have kids, there's an animated Sergeant Stubby movie that came out in 2018 that I watched with my boys a couple of nights ago. They really enjoyed it, and the movie is actually really good, so go check it out.
Yeah, he used the scenes from that movie, and if you guys haven't watched that movie is actually really good. That's the only reason I know about Sergeant Stubby is from that movie, because that movie, it's based off of him. So. Sup, Rudy? But that was the Fat Electrician and America's Top Dogs about Sergeant Stubby and Chips, Mr. Chips. Yeah, three males and a female dog. They were dogs. They were dogs. Calm down. All right, I'm going to use the bathroom. Let me. Play this. I'll be right back, though. Maybe if I can get up.
A curse that learns your name. I've been walking through the ages with the weight I can't erase. Every step another memory, another ghost I gotta face. They were laughing in the sunlight, now they dust inside a frame. I don't age, but I remember every single one by name. Time don't heal, it just buries what you feel. Stack graves in my mind like a battlefield real. I was built to endure, but I'm cursed to outlast. Every love I ever had is a shadow in the past. I see the end in every beginning. Feel every loss before it begins. Immortal hands still covered in sand. I won't break even when the world is bleeding. I won't fade even when my heart stops feeling. I'm still here, watching everything die.
I heard that.
Forever's a
Oh.
prison, but I won't say goodbye.
Yeah. Moderator gets you, Hollister, but not that. Go figure.
Blood for feeding survival, written like a religion. Blood from those slain in the wars I survived. Blood of the innocent lost just to keep me alive. Tell me what you call a hero when he's buried in regret. When the cost of every breath is a day you can't forget.
How you doing, Rudy? Hopefully you are doing well today.
Don't bend and it don't ever break. I don't die. I just watch them all fall away. I won't bow to the weight of the years and the pain. And I trade all this time just to feel one stay. Hear your voice in the silence before it slips away. Forever means losing you over again.
I just saw that, Rudy, so let me get you March.
I will never defend.
Welcome into the Discord. Okay. I have to check it out. I'll have to check it out.
Immortal doesn't mean unbroken. It just means you remember everything.
Auto mod got Hollister on one thing and then but didn't get another thing, so go figure. All right, so this is one I've been wanting to check out. We're going to go through, this is body cam caught. The original video I kind of like got to listen to and saw a little bit on was from Donut. from a different body cam. So we're gonna check this out. Teen loses football scholarship after stealing thousands from the register. So dumb kid, and I'm not gonna say, but you guys see what I see. You see what I see.
On December 5th, 2025, deputies responded to the Burlington Coat Factory regarding an internal theft investigation after the store's asset protection manager discovered an employee on surveillance footage conducting fraudulent cashier transactions, resulting in a total loss of approximately $3,002.07.
Doing flashbacks. No, this was not. I wasn't working loss prevention at this time. I'm been with my company for a while, but I'm having flashbacks because this sounds literally like someone I caught when I work loss prevention. No, you don't catch us. The smart ones know that they have to be lucky the entire time, and that if they get that gut feeling, they're like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. The smart ones are smart enough not to get caught. They just fuck up eventually, and they do get caught. No, this just makes me think of someone I got at Walmart that stole about that much. Actually, a little bit less. It was about 3,000, but yeah, it is.
Hello, how you doing? Mr. Daniel? Yes, sir. Deputy Streets, pleasure to meet you. So
I'll give you a rundown. Yeah, we had an employee, young kid, been having some cash shortages.
Okay.
The past week or so, looked at videos and transactional evidence, and he's bought it. He would take from
Yeah, dumb ways to lose your scholarship and screw yourself. $3,000 is felony. That's grand theft. That's felony theft, guys. That's not like slap on the wrist, don't do that again, bad. That's you're going to prison.
He would take from 100 to 700 in a day, and he did it for the past 5-6 days, approximately $3,000.
Oh wow.
So sat him down and interviewed him, and he admitted it. He was doing it, trying to pay for his car, trying to pay tuition, all these things, you know.
Yeah.
So he wrote a statement, all that stuff.
Okay.
So
Then he was dumb. He admitted it. Granted, that's probably going to save him. That's going to be lessening the charges, but still. At least the guy I did kept denying it. Except for we had him clear as day on video, but that's, you know, he didn't sign the papers. He was smart, at least, there.
Company, since it's that dollar amount and everything, the company did want to press charges.
Sure. Okay.
So he's in the back waiting. He doesn't know you're coming, but he'll probably break down.
Wait, what?
Statement, all that stuff.
Okay.
So the company, since it's that dollar amount and everything, the company did want to press charges.
Sure. Okay.
So he's in the back.
3,000. They didn't want press charges. It's because he's never mind.
He doesn't know you're coming, but he'll probably break down because he asked me at the end. He goes, well, first he asked me, is he going to lose his job?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's my decision. Of course he is.
I love that. Am I going to lose my job? It's not my decision. AKA, yeah, you're losing your job. $5 years in prison or $10,000 fine. Oh, you sold $3,000? Nah, now you owe us You stole 3,000? Yeah, now you owe us 10. Don't steal it. Don't you do it. Well, no. But that's not surprising. Up to 5, it's probably up to 5 years.
But then he goes, man, I'm going to go to jail. And I said, that is possible. I go, it is possible that we, well, he says, are they going to call the police? I go, that is a possible outcome. I go, I'll review it with corporate. They'll make that decision.
Yeah.
Which they did. So when I said that's possible, he kind of for example. So it seems like an IRA kid, they just do the stupid stuff.
That's, I mean, not that any amount's okay, but that's a lot of money to be honest. So
Yeah.
I'll just get some information from you real
Okay.
quick. What's going on? Rohan? I'm Joe. Can we speak somewhere private, or you feel comfortable speaking in private? Oh.
Yeah, he's a manager in district.
Hi guys, I'm Deputy Streets. It's very nice to meet you. Excuse me one second. So I'm sure you're aware like why we're here today. Right? I'm just going to read you Miranda rights. It's up to you whether you want to say anything or not, but I am required to read these to you. All right. Well, we're doing an investigation right now, so there is the potential for that, but we'll work that out once I speak with them. Okay. All right. Could you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear to affirm the statement you're about to give is true to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right. I'm required.
Up to 5 years, yeah. Usually it's always up to a number, not never. It's rarely you will get this. It's usually up to, or they'll do the minimum to up to a number. Which also means, you know, you still that much. If you can, the best thing to do is just be like, yeah, okay, I fucked up. I'm guilty. Please make the sentence light. If it's your first time, and most of the time they'll be like, we're gonna waive it this time. But if you do it this again, we're gonna put you away for like 3 years, and you're gonna be like, fuck. X amount less time, yeah, stuff like that. So it's all okay. It's probably repeat offenders though, Rudy. If you're a repeat offender, you could probably get up to 20 years. Or it's another dollar amount that they probably have in there. Yeah, we're hoping. The funny part is now that there's an appeal for his court case, he can't start his jail time because he has to wait a year before the courts will view it again for the appeal to either remove his sentence or extend his service. But he has to spend the next year in jail with nothing. That's over 35,000. Holy cow. I mean, still, that's a lot. That if you steal that much, you kind of deserve that. 6 years, yeah. His sentence is maximum 3 years. So, but yeah, Johnny Somali is stuck in prison for the next year without having any like devices or anything, but he's not in labor camp. He's not doing his labor service. But he's not allowed out of his jail cell for the next year. So there's a chance that he could spend 4 years in prison, just a year in jail. The next 3 are in a labor camp. That's also not including the fact that he does have to leave the jail cell at one point in time to go serve or to deal with his other judgment of the sexual assault charges in another province in South Korea. So he's stuck in South Korea for the rest of his life, more than likely. 20 years or $100,000 in fine if you steal at least 35,000. Damn. Don't steal in Minnesota. Granted, if you're never mind. I'm gonna shut up before I. It's not PG-13.
To warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given.
Rudy, I love
you have
that.
the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will.
Oh, what is that? I need to pull this up. This is what he needs to be doing. Hello? Did it just eat my fucking tab, or did it? Here it is. This is what he needs to be doing.
I don't answer questions. Can I help you?
We're looking for a Ray Shoesmith. Does he live here?
I don't answer
questions. I don't answer questions. That's what you do. Listen, I'm all about, you know, work with officers, do whatever you need to do, try and like reduce like what goes against you. But if the cops come to your house and they're like, "Hey, do you know this?" I don't answer questions. Just, you don't have to answer their questions. Especially after they read you your Miranda rights, you definitely don't. You just shut the fuck up. That's the best advice ever. You have the right to remain silent. Cool. I'm remaining silent. Do you want to answer? Nope. I don't answer questions. That's all you need to do. And before that, if they come to your house, "Hey, are you so-and-so?" I don't answer questions. Do you know where we can find so-and-so? I don't answer questions. You have a great day. You as well. That's what you do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they're but cops get you. Yeah, they. That's how they. It sounds like I'm anti-cops. I'm not anti-cops. I love cops. I love helping cops, especially in things. But if it feels like you're being like questioned about stuff, again, A, never fight a cop in the streets, always fight them in court. B, if they come to your house under suspicions, you don't answer a question. You don't answer anything. You're like, "Nah, I'm not going to answer that. Not going to answer that." You're going to have that, "Hey, how are you doing? How's your day going? Hey, you know, we're here. You know, so-and-so." You just go, you know, you can start up. "Oh, hey, how's it going, officer?" "Oh, yeah. Hey, it's a lovely day. Hey, do you know so-and-so?" "Nope, I don't answer questions." They might sit there and go, "We know it's you." And they're going to go, "Well, we know, we have video of you." I don't answer questions. And if they go, "Well, we're arresting you on suspicions." Okay, cool. And then as soon as you get to the, and they sit you down, they read you your Miranda rights. I don't answer questions. When in doubt, shut your mouth. Exactly. Yep, follow command, shut your mouth, and if they do something wrong, get your bag. Exactly. Don't act a fool. Just, you get them to get themselves in trouble. You just follow. You, like, if you're pulled over, follow, comply. If your constitutional rights are if they pretty much coerce you into things, you get your back. If they try and coerce you, you get your back. If they violate your constitutional rights, you get your back. You do not fight them in the streets. You fight them in the court. Simple as that. But we're also talking about dumb criminals who don't know how to shut the fuck up. So let's get back to this.
Statement can be and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah, friendly approach. You always you act friendly.
Which I've read to you? Yes, sir. Okay, with those rights in mind, are you choosing to speak with me today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
No. No.
About any of that stuff? No. I'm just gonna grab a chair.
What's your date of birth?
Okay. How long have you worked here?
A couple weeks, a month, like a month, a couple weeks, a month.
About a month. Okay. And what's your job title here?
Cashier.
Cashier. Okay. So, all right. We're still doing our investigation, but it's been brought to my attention that there's been reported theft, loss of cash within the cash registers. Would you mind sharing your side of what's going on with that?
So, and I'm going to go on the other aspect. Is your mother single? Yeah, that's how you got to get your teeth kicked in. But but hey, at least you get your bag, right? At least you'll be able to fix those teeth, right? No, so hey, I'm going to go on the other point. So when I worked loss prevention, this is something I learned from my mother, who worked loss prevention. We would sit there and you'd have your conversations with people, and you'd be like, "Hey, blah blah, blah this and that," you know, and you do exactly what we're just talking about cops making small talk. You make the small talk. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going? Listen, I know this is stressful. You need anything? You want water, soda? Want a donut? I'm pretty sure we got donuts. Blah blah. You butter them up, and then you sit there and go, listen, I get it. You know, times are rough. You know, things are a little hard. You know, how many hours have you been working? Oh, you've only been in like 25 hours? Man, that sucks. You know, I get it. Blah blah. Hey, and you butter them up. You talk nicely to them, and then you hit them with the, listen, I get it. I understand. Listen, I will do everything I can to help you out here in this situation. But what I need is I need you to describe a couple things. I need you to write down this stuff. I need you to go ahead and, you know, on this paper, just explain what happened, how you did this. You know, how you would approach this, how you would prevent this from ever happening. From you and from anyone else. How do you prevent this? And then lastly, you know, explain to us why, you know, why the company should value you as a great employee, why they should keep you around, you know, and then just sign a date at the bottom. And, you know, I'll get the managers and we'll have a little bit more of a conversation. You know, obviously we have to do a couple things, but I'll get this up the chain and we'll see what we can do for you. And immediately everyone's like, oh, okay. Oh, you're being really nice. Cool. Okay. So this is what happened. I stole cash out of the cash register. This is about how I did it. This is how I did it, blah, blah. This is how I would prevent it. And this is why I'm a great employee. Sign in date. I just got a written confession from you. And the only thing that matters is that first part and that you signed your name. That's all I would do. I butter you up and do that, and it worked every time. Minus the one person who just sat there and was like, nah, man, that ain't me. That's a conversation. Coercing into confession. I pretty much told them, hey, I will do what I can to help them keep their job. I didn't say that they would. I never lied about that. I said I would do what I could. And all I can do is hand the piece of paper going, yep, this is their confession. They state why they should should stay employed, but this is their confession. I choose silence. That's the best still. That's the best thing. I don't feel comfortable writing that. Okay, cool. And that's why I would do most of the time, except for the one, is I do that if they were like, nah, listen, blah, blah, I get it, but I'm not going to write anything. I'm not going to sign my name. Okay, cool. We don't have to. Well, cops are still on their way. That's what I would say to them. Mine's the one. I'll get into that a little bit later. We barely even touch this video.
Basically, like probably like a few months or a couple weeks, I found out I got the job, but at around the time I got the job, I just broke my back in a football practice. And I've been going to the doctor and a bunch of chiropractors, nothing's been helping. I've been going to the doctor, and a bunch of bills been piling up on my mom, and I was like, okay, maybe if I snuck a few bucks and I could pay off these chiropractor bills. And also, I have my car, and my school's all the way in Miami, but I do online, so I have to like still drive down there to go pick up books and stuff. So I just snuck a few bills to like
You just buy
bills basically.
See, and that's another thing. I don't people who do that. It's like, and again, from a loss prevention standpoint, when I would get those, most of the time I try and be calm and be like, okay, cool. Like I said, I'll get into the other story. Well, because this is a good one
And
to get into that.
My tuitions and stuff. I'm about to go off to college. I just got called yesterday. Yesterday, my coach called me. He was with a college coach, and another college coach texted me. I'm actually supposed to go to New York next week for a visit on the college football. And yesterday, college coach told me they're giving me a maximum scholarship. So after I got told that, I was like, okay.
Yeah, you ain't getting that, buddy. You ain't getting that. You're you're not getting a ring. You're getting some bracelets.
Maybe I should chill. But when I was taking the money, it was when I wasn't getting paid yet. So I needed the money like now to pay off these stuff. And I was just like, in my mind, I didn't think I was taking that much, but I ended up did. And like, so I don't have no excuses for it because
I appreciate you being honest with me. I respect that. So not everybody does. I'm sure you've probably seen cops on TV. People aren't always honest, so that's definitely a step in the right direction. We appreciate that. And you know, situations like this, companies have policies. It's not something that you can take personally. Stuff like this happens. Everybody has somebody to report to, just like him and I do. So you know, it's not that anybody's trying to get you in trouble, but you know, whatever happened.
This cop over here, him right here, he's got that look like, oh, please be the dumb teen. Please do something stupid. Please.
And because you're being honest, we're gonna work with you any way that we can. So that's that, okay?
Essentially trying to minimize the sentencing, stuff like that.
$3,000. And what were the methods that you used to actually obtain this? How did you do it exactly?
all I do is just, like, when they'll hand me the cash, I'll just put it to the side of the register.
Okay.
Sure.
So, just to clarify that, so a customer comes up to pay for merchandise, if they pay for cash, some of that you would just take to put aside.
Yeah, like, it would just be like 100 bills or like the 50s, but everything.
Yep, he's a dumb teen. He's a dumb teen. You never steal hundreds or 50s. You always go for the smaller bills. You do 20s, you 10s that are easily missed. Things that are like, I guess we might, things people aren't going to like. You're gonna be like, weird. Okay, I guess this is just a miscalculation and they just hit the buttons wrong. Blah blah. Something small. You never do the bigger numbers. You never do 50s. You never do hundreds. That just throws up red flags everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much just the big bills.
Yeah, rounding errors.
Okay.
You go for the rounding errors.
Every working day, or about how often would you say?
I would say like.
That's not me saying go commit crimes. I'm just saying don't be stupid. At least be smart about being stupid. But don't do that because you're going to get caught. Because 90% of the people on this planet can't steal. They get away with it for so long and then they eventually get caught and it all piles up against them. Just saying, don't do it. Not worth it. Yeah, giving people the wrong change. You go for the smaller bills.
But like eventually I was gonna stop when I started getting paid. But...
Okay. Do you still have the money somewhere? And if so,
I actually used it on all the bills, and I use it like I bought clothes from the store, but like just casual clothes.
So the bills, I understand, I get it, but still, don't steal. But you use some of the stolen money on clothes.
okay. So there, you don't have any money to basically return to the business at this time, right? I'm not telling you that you need to do. I'm just asking. You don't have it.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to really think. I mean, have you been arrested before or charged with any crime? Okay. And you were how old?
I'm 18. I'm actually supposed to graduate in January.
Gotcha.
Go to college.
Okay. And what's your address right now?
I live with my mom. Just my mom.
Does she know about the situation?
I will post this in the chat.
Right.
This should be a valid. I hope it is.
Okay.
If people
I
want to
appreciate you taking
join.
the time to speak with me. I'm just gonna get some more information from them.
Just
we'll kind of
because,
know what's happening over here. Like I said,
yeah,
we're gonna try to work
it's
with you the best we can. So I don't know what the outcome's gonna be.
Throwing out the Discord link in Kick and YouTube. Twitch has an easier access. They can just exclamation point Discord. You guys on YouTube and Kick can't. So there, if you guys ever want to, there it is. I'm trying to get bots working correctly on all the platforms. It's just a lot more work than I expected.
But we do need you to hang tight for just a few, okay? You got any questions for me?
No, sir.
Anything else that you want to add that I didn't cover? Any questions? Like anything you want to address or add to make your statement?
That's on Twitch, by the way.
Really, I did the actions.
Appreciate it. I'll be right back.
Did I not put the link in the chat, Jackal? Yes, even you. What in the true crime? Yeah, we're watching a teen who just threw away a scholarship by stealing $3,000 from the register over like a week.
Here's you guys' copies I got so far. This is all the paperwork from us. His statement and everything. And then this just shows, it'll show how much each cashier is short. The reason it shows a couple different names, they were all on the same register, so we'll flag them. But then my job is go through to find out.
Yeah, and that's the hard part is like you're getting shorts. Yeah, he definitely is dead.
That's why he's called dead.
Oh shit! Evade it, Patosh. Patosh, stop. Hi, Penny. How you doing? Sup, Taro? And there's Patosh's raid on Twitch. Patosh, how you doing? I will never say your first name because I always butcher it. Patosh, how you doing? The double raid. The double raid. We're just watching teen throw away his life for $3,000 to pay for medical bills. Instead of like going, hey, can we work something out? You know, you're doing good. That's good to hear, Penny. What's up, Jen? What's up, Jen Wolf?
Yeah, this is just an overview.
And then may I just take a look at this? Just
We've had each transaction except for today, the one today. Where this is where like they pay.
Fuck you, Dark. God damn it, Dark. Dark, thank you for another 50 gifted members. I'm gonna turn off the alert box for now so I can actually continue this video. Yeah, loop it. Okay. Hold on, let's see who all you got. You got Taro. You got Sky. Oh, our boy Sky. You got Okno. You got Bat Squid. Delta. Rain. You got Jambo. You got Happy. You got Happy Hour Bowl. You got Gaming Syndicate. You got Provo. You got Night Fury. You got Nightway. You got like everyone. Jeez, holy cow, Dark. I only turned off the alert box. I think we should be good now. Turn off the alert box so we can continue this video. But thank you again thank you, Dark, for 50 more gifted members. Oh. Yeah, you pretty much got everyone from the Skybrows crew in all of your gifted.
So I think this one's where you took $200 bills, $200 bills. So each of these transactions, you took money from.
Okay.
So this is just those.
And mind if I take a look at this real quick, just to make sure.
Fill some. Fill.
That's the overview there. Then here's the transactions. So it says store, cashier Rohan.
And this is for each day?
For each transaction.
For each day, okay.
Yeah, and it has a date.
Oh yeah, by the way, so this is Burlington. I do know one thing about Burlington is every time they go to cash someone out, they actually have to put in their numbers every single time they go to cash out. If you're ever at Burlington and you wonder why it takes so long to cash out, it's because the cashiers have to put in their numbers at that register every single time to cash out, so they know they can track the transaction. It sucks for the everyday person, but for a as loss prevention, we love that. We love that's so nice because we know when you're fucking up. Oh my God, Jackal.
They'll probably mix it up.
I don't know if this is Vermont, but this is Burlington Coat Factory for sure. Penny.
The video, of course, on the video will show that you put the money to the side. Okay. There's one of these for each, $11.30. All $100. So I took that.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Bill.
So it's got the, what you said, it shows the register here, the date and time and all that stuff here. He's the cashier. $200 paid.
May I take a look at this one? Sure. So with this one here, so 200.
Yeah, it's a Burlington Coat Factory for sure.
Okay. And
so, for example, they would give you here's 200. The drawer, the register.
Dude, you didn't even try and steal. You didn't even try and hide it. That was. That was such a bad attempt. It wasn't even.
Here, the drawer pops open.
Right.
Cash in. All the hundreds are supposed to go under the till.
Yeah.
So he would raise the till, but he would stick it to the side. Or there's a drawer right
Yeah,
here.
he wasn't even raising the till. He put the money aside and then he wouldn't raise the till. So, never mind. I'm not going to go into the detail on how you do that because I know people probably be like, oh, I could do that. No, because I don't want people to go to jail. I know how you do it correctly, where it looks correct, but I'm not going to tell you guys how to do it because I don't need someone being stupid and going, well, I learned it from the streamer.
He would drop it. So
yeah, that was horrible. You didn't even
either in the drawer to the side.
Okay.
And he would finish, give him the change, shut the drawer, customer would walk off, then he would.
Okay, that was actually a lot better. But that was a lot better right there. But it immediately started, as soon as he put it to the side like he did, immediate suspicions. And then how he did that, no, that's bad. You keep the money where it's visible. It's like, hey, here's the money, blah, blah. And then you put it down and then I'm not going to go into detail, but pretty much you do it, you keep the money visible as much as possible, and then that's when you do it. But again, you don't go with hundreds and 50s. You don't do big bills. God, these people, I swear. Info hazard, seriously, I work loss prevention for so long, you recognize things and you learn how to do things, and you go, I could be really bad, but I'm not going to be.
Yeah, just do the palm thing.
Yeah, small unsequential bills. You always do the small bills.
Hey, try that. Kitsuragi. Anything else from the company you had? Is this?
So what we're gonna do? You've been respectful.
Maybe not too. Yeah, Dark comes out. It's just like, hey, I'm just dropping money. Yeah, they're $100 like $100 bills.
So here, let me explain to you the issue. Well, typically, what we would do in something like this, somebody we meet.
You were the idiot that stole. You knew. Never mind.
Some of the gentlemen like you that's been honest, no issues at all. We would do it as just an issue of court.
Oh shit!
This surpasses.
I'm going to jail, guys.
Therefore, it's not an option. I still would if I could.
Man, Dark is amazing. He really is.
What we can do, and it's not even up to them anymore, because once law enforcement's notified. Are you understand what I'm saying?
Please, you gotta see her.
He's freaking out. You did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. Like, I thought his pants were up. What's up? Blah. But like, you did this to yourself, dude. You.
I have to see my face on the news. I can't.
I know it's us.
Okay, I'm going a little piece of kit history. The one time I got caught stealing, they actually had to lock the door. I think it's because I went back into the store. I was dumb. I went back into the store. They locked the door and we're like, blah, blah. I'm like, when the cops came, I'm like, I freaked out to the store, but when the cops came, they're like, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm under 18. And they're like, and then my mom showed up and they're like, they looked at my mom, they looked at me, they looked at my mom and went, shit. And she's like, she looked like she was about to beat my ass. They're like, don't. She's like, I'm not going to. Not in front of you. And me. I didn't say anything. She's like, I know you didn't, but still. We're not going to talk about how much I did actually steal from that store. But when I did get caught, it wasn't.
Sucks for right now, but pretty much all the process is at this point is
he wasn't trying. He was.
Get your fingerprints. You'll be out in a couple
So Phil. So he was an employee. He was stealing money from the registers. So when people were paying cash, he was just pocketing some of the money. He was pocketing the big bills, like $100 bills, which is stupid, but he was pocketing bills. So he was an employee. So this is an internal theft versus an external theft. He was an internal theft, stealing from the store.
Right now, this is my life. We're talking about. I just got a scholarship.
You dead? Oh God, that's horrible.
So this is above the threshold to where I can just give you a piece of paper and walk away.
Yeah, dude, your life's fucking ruined. You've got a felony on your record now.
Are you understanding what I'm trying to explain to you?
Sir,
this is,
I can't go to jail. I can't.
Listen,
Yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Stop trying to announce you want it. Stop
Life, you don't understand.
But what you're missing is it's not my choice. If it was up to me, I would give you a piece of paper and we'd leave it at that. But you got to understand. Okay? They have a job to do. We have a job.
And this cop's being very cordial and respectful about it. He's talking about officer discretion. Officers have discretion. When an officer pulls you over, they can choose to write you the ticket for speeding 20 miles over, or they can be like, hey, I saw that you don't have your front plates on. Get that fixed. Go. Or, hey, this is just a warning, slow it down. They had that discretion. But when you hit a certain threshold, felony threshold, 25 miles over in certain states, break a certain threshold in money stolen, $1,000 in some states, $3,000, $500, doesn't matter, whatever the state is. Once you hit that felony threshold, they no longer have discretion. They have to act on it. There's no, I'm just going to give you a warning. Hey, we're going to ask you out. Here's your warning, or you have to pay this $50 fine. This is Patrick. Yeah. You literally they don't get that. Once you break a threshold, they don't get that discretion anymore, and you have to suffer that consequence. And now he's freaking out because he fucked around. Now he's finding out.
Job to do. I don't want to deal with all this. This is a lot of work, to be honest with you, man. It really is.
Yeah. Well, Donut also was a former police officer, so he knows a lot more about discretion than I do.
All right.
That's the price in the bag, little boy. Yeah, that's about where his job's going to be at this point.
You're gonna go get your fingerprints. You'll be released. All right. You're not
Still 2 items, no more hands. Yeah, seriously. We take a hand per item. Shit.
You do have to go. You get your fingerprints.
Sure, please. If you could do anything.
Yeah, 100%.
Just call somebody, please. Please, I can't.
Yeah, 45 and 25, you got a citation. Most states federally, a federal speeding ticket is 25 miles over. So yeah, you get a citation because they're like, listen, this is the first time we're pulling you over. You've been cool. We're just, dude. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you a citation. It's still technically a misdemeanor, 100%, but you're getting a citation for, hey, slow down. Or hell, my last speeding ticket wasn't even a speeding ticket. I was 15 over, but because I didn't have front plates, the cop's like, dude, you were kind of cool. You've been chill this entire time. You told me you had a gun. You showed me where your gun was. You've been chill with me, dude. Fix get your front plate on. Just get that fixed. This is your ticket. I'm showing that, hey, I pulled you over because you're doing this, but I'm only giving you a ticket for a fix it. It was a fix it ticket. I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you. Have a great day, officer. Like, seriously. Yeah, I mean, first offense, he might actually get away from it. Yeah, and no matter what, their job is to enforce the law. Whether you like it or not, they have to enforce the law. And if you're cool about it and you're chill about it, most cops, unless it's a felony, cops are going to probably let you go if you're kind of chill about it. Just saying.
So,
no.
My name cannot go in the books. I'm only 18, so please. I just got news yesterday. Please.
No, you're screwed, dude. You screwed yourself.
I can't go in though. You can do something, please, sir.
And just so you know, just because they're filing a report with us today does not mean that everybody's going to court to testify against you or anything like that.
So, Rudy, you talking about that makes sense. There's a lot of states that will DSP. There's a lot of states that will, if you're not 18, if you get a single speeding ticket, my state is not that way, but there are some states that if you get a single speeding ticket, if you're under 18, they'll just revoke your license. My state isn't that way, but my state also, if you're under 18, you only have 6 points on your license, and a speeding ticket's 4 points. Unless your speeding ticket unless you hit a certain thing or they add in any extra charges. Like having a broken taillight is 2 points off your license if you're under 18. So cops will look for that.
It's like us, like them. Sometimes there's mandatory reporters that have to.
It's not the problem is not court, sir. I just can't go in. I can't.
you're fucked, dude.
I just can't go into jail. I can't.
I hear you, man, but it's above that threshold.
Sir, please, if you can do anything.
There's nothing that they can say to change that.
I can't go to jail. Please. Anything. Please.
Dude, you're 18. Suffer the consequences. That's all I can say.
Walk out there together. I won't do the handcuffs or anything. I'll trust that you're not gonna try anything, right?
Sir, please.
But the other option is we'll put you in handcuffs now and we'll take you out there.
Sir, please. I can't go to jail though. I can't. I went through too much in life to go to jail.
Yeah, Phil, that like Colorado. I'll just state my state. Colorado is that way. If you hit so many points, you don't have a license and it's revoked. That is a normal thing. That's a lot of states have a point system. It's just some people are better than others. 3 points, 11 to 20 is 6 points, and 12 points you lose. Yeah, see, Colorado, I can state this is Colorado is 16 points. You have 16 points, but all speeding tickets are 2 to 4, depending on if you confess or if you fight in court and you are found guilty. So if you confess and you just pay your ticket, it's 2 points. But if you go to court and they find you guilty, even though it's a misdemeanor, it's 4 points automatically. And then all reckless driving is like immediately 4 points and can be up to 8. And then driving without insurances was for a while an immediate revoke of license.
I just got to do it yesterday.
So
3 to 5 points. Jeez.
Are you gonna come with us willingly?
I'm gonna come with y'all. I'm gonna come with y'all.
Right, so listen, I'm trusting you.
Sir, please, if
Listen.
y'all can do anything, please
Let's
just don't
walk-
let me go to jail. I will do anything. Just don't let me go to jail, please. Call court. Call the
Let's
corporation.
start, so we got time. We got a lot of paperwork to do.
Sir,
Let's go. Come on.
Sir, hold on.
Yeah, this cop right here, he's like, all right, I'm done. Fucking get up.
I know. Come on. We got a lot of paperwork to do, man. Come on.
Hold on.
Yeah, this is your lesson. Learn it while you're still. Yeah, exactly. He can bounce back from this.
James. It's gonna be worse if we have to put cuffs on you, right? So we're trying to be nice and walk you out without cuffs. We got a lot of stuff to catch up.
I'm
Let's go.
not giving no problem. I'm not giving no problem.
I understand that, but we gotta go. Come on. We don't have time to stay here.
Sir,
We're not gonna stay here all day.
Anything.
This guy's a sergeant. He's done with the bullshit. He's done with like, we're going to sit here. We're going to talk. No. We're done. Get your ass up, walk out, or we're going to put you in cuffs and it's going to be way worse. Which is it?
Anything.
There's nothing that they can do.
They can't do it. It's corporate.
Sir, anything. Come on, please. You can call them. Come on, at least get them one more call.
Yeah, I know. Like, he should just get up. All right. I'm sorry. Okay, let me get up. Sorry. I need to breathe, but give me a second. We'll start walking. I'm trying not to cry. Can I just cry hard?
Requires because
This is one of those moments, like, as you're walking out. Officer, can I just ugly cry in the back of your car? Yes, you may ugly cry in the back of my car. Yeah, he's not even like, you're not even walking through the store yet. You're in the back office. Yeah. You just got, yeah. Like, yeah, hold on. Oh, that makes sense. And then the save. Yeah, I don't care if you don't have a license. Fucking get to town.
it's a felony. It's not a misdemeanor.
That's what that sounds like, Rudy.
Court date. Because it's not a misdemeanor. It's felony. You have to go for the right.
Yeah, dude, you stole so much. No,
I'll do anything.
All right, James, go. Come on.
Hold on. Wait.
No. You don't get to.
Come on. Let's go.
Please, it's hard.
I got this. I got this. Are you gonna put them on?
Hold on. No, we're gonna give you the option. Stop. Sir.
We're gonna give you the option.
They gave you the option. All you had to do is stand up, grab your. Go, hey, I'm gonna stand up. Here, can someone? Here, let me grab my glasses. Put them on. All right, let's go. I'll walk out with pride. No, now you get to be escorted out of the building in handcuffs, and everyone goes, "Oh shit, James got arrested."
Turn around.
We gave you the option already.
Yeah, the charge was done with this shit.
Wait, no haircut, please, no haircut. I'll go.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
No haircut.
I get that. Jen Wolf, thank you for the follow.
Do you want to wear your glasses now?
No, you don't get to talk to anyone. You're done talking. You're getting escorted. No, you're getting escorted out.
Give me the option to walk. Go walk. You're not walking. Come on.
Come on, to the back.
Hey, you're gonna get a charge for resisting.
Okay, can I explain though?
No.
There's nothing to explain. Let's go.
Oh my god. Dude, you just screwed yourself.
I'll drag you over there. So let's go. Let's stop it already.
All right, can you take off the handcuffs? I don't walk out there with the handcuffs.
No.
I just don't walk. I don't want to walk out.
Let's go. Right now.
That is an option. Like I'm ready. I'm about ready. About ready. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, you're going to get resisting if you keep you either walk or you get resisting charges.
Do you want to get charged for resisting? You're gonna get charged for another charge. You want another charge?
Just walk, dude. Seriously, if you'd been like, okay, I need to collect myself, give me just a minute. Okay. Oh, stand up. All right, I'm going to probably cry in the car, but I'm ready to go. You're not going to handcuff me? Okay, cool. Walk out. I'm not going to go do anything stupid, officer. I promise. Walk out with the officers, get to the car. They're going to handcuff you because you're not allowed to be in the back of a vehicle without handcuffs. There's I don't think any state allows that. And then they're going to handcuff you while you're there. And then you just ugly cry in the back of the car. Or you do what I did when I got arrested and you make jokes with the officer and you sit there and go, man, these seats back here are fucking rough. No wonder no one likes to be in the back of these. You know, you just make small talk and bullshit with the cop. Like he made this worse for himself by just not manning up. No, you can call when you get to the jail. No, you can call when you get to the jail.
Who do you need to call? My cousin.
Cool. You can call him when you get to your jail. When you get to the jail.
2103.
Jen, thanks for the sub or follow.
Which one's your cousin?
Follow over on Kick as well.
Go to contact?
Yeah. Can you scroll down to D? D? Scroll down to D. DJ Lambda.
So what do you want me to tell him? He can come over and pick up your car?
I can't talk to him?
No. You can wait till you're at the jail.
Face on. Is it gonna be a bond?
It should be, yeah.
Yo, cuz. Yo, may I get that receipt? Come pick up your car and something there. The car may take money from the cashier. But in morning, if me get on bun, the money they come me cash up and me have the cash. Come pick everything up. Don't tell mommy, bro. Don't tell mommy. No, don't tell mommy, bro. Just forward, ride a bicycle or something. Hurry up. Bro, don't tell her, bro. Please, don't tell her.
Ask him how long it'll take to get here.
I live right down the street.
Okay.
Hurry up, bro, please. Bro, ride a bicycle, bro. Come, bro. Hurry up, bro. They're not, bro. Man, they're not giving me no chance, bro. Come on. Don't tell women, bro.
So they want to call her,
Bro, they're not gonna call her, bro. They're not gonna call her. They gonna come over?
No, you're 18 years old. You're an adult.
Yeah, you're an adult. You're screwed. Dude, you're screwed.
If you were the juvenile, yeah, we have to call your mom.
I know, right? Damn kids.
Then you said them I said one bun.
Dude, what? Are you even speaking English?
Alright. But come get this thing, bro.
You coming?
Eh? Sit upstairs?
Earlier today, I know, right?
Bro, you know.
Coming? How long is it gonna take? Come on, we don't have time.
Alright. Tell mommy how far, bro.
Alright. Take the phone. Second. We gotta get rid of this here.
Yeah. West Palm, yeah. You saw the tag on. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna put the seatbelt. Put the feet inside.
Had the tag on that, on the coat. Did you steal the coat too? Jesus. At least most of these kids get fucking seatbelt. Most of these people get fucking seatbelts. I didn't get a seatbelt when I got arrested.
He was charged with organized scheme to defraud. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh my god, people, like, I swear. Hey, look, I was literally looking for this video from him. Like, seriously, like, as someone who worked loss prevention, again, you deal with stupid. You really do. And there's a lot of people that are just dumb. They do stupid things. Yeah, I get them, and then you deal with them, you call the cops. Bam. And I wanted to bring it into, like, I had one case. I don't think you can find this case. There's not much court documents left anymore. But we had one case where we got a guy for $3,000. Called him in for questioning. We pulled him into the office. We broke it down. I was the main interviewer. I'm talking to him like, listen, dude, hey, we got you here. This is this, blah, blah. I did my normal spiel, trying to get him to confess. He's like, nah, I'm not, nah, that wasn't me. I'm like, all right, cool. Are you sure you don't want to, like, tell me? You don't want to write down? You don't want to do anything like this? He's like, no, man, that ain't me. I'm like, all right, cool. But, we do have you on camera. We have you on camera. This is you. We can tell you that it's you. We even see your badge. We can see your name clearly on your badge. Because it's Walmart. You have to wear a lanyard that has your name on it. Because that's how you scan to clock in and out. I'm like, dude, we have you. This is you clearly stealing. Are you sure you don't want to just... We could probably get this, like, knocked down. We could talk to the cops, get it knocked down, whatnot. Are you sure? And he's like, nah, man, that ain't me. That ain't me. So then who is it? I don't know who that was, but that ain't me, man. Dude, I have you get to rights. That's your face and your ID badge. Are you sure you don't want to just be honest with us? Nah, man, that ain't me. That ain't me. All right, later, Dark. Yeah, and again, we had them. I had him dead to rights. He got me so heated. So me and my mom are the same in this aspect that we will get angry, we will get loud, we will start raising our voices as we're mad. And my manager is sitting there as we're doing this interview, and I'm getting louder and louder. I'm getting more pissed off. And I'm on the verge of like literally yelling at him. I'm voice raised. Listen to me. We have you dead to fucking rights here. This is your face. This is your ID badge. Are you sure? Because if you keep doing this, I'm going to make sure that whatever happens next, you're going to hate your life. I'm like pissed off to him, fucking raging at him. And his last words to me were, "No, man, that ain't me." I snapped. And my mom and I do the same thing. We get really loud and then we snap and we go calm. And I'm like, and immediately I'm like, oh, okay, so that's how we're going to go. And my boss grabbed me, picked me up out of my chair and threw me out of the office and went, "Go smoke." Because I was going to make that man hate his life. I did have to go to court. I did have to testify him against him. The judge got pissed off at him. Like, we had him dead to rights. He got maximum sentence because he kept denying it and he kept fighting it and he was stupid about it. And we had so much evidence against him. It wasn't even funny how much evidence we had against him because he kept denying that it wasn't him. And we had every instance that he stole from us. So it was like, but yeah, he got the judge pissed off at him. Like, everyone was just like, "Dude, you're a fucking idiot." And even I would like, again, I got so pissed off. I got to the point where I just snapped and I went calm, which is not what you want. You don't want me to go super mad and then calm, because the next thing you know is you're gonna be on the self-deletion list. That's all I'm gonna say. They're in Florida. Oh geez, holy shit. But yeah, that's how a stupid teen in my life experience as loss prevention officer go. God, I made that video go way longer than it really needed to. This next one's gonna be shorter. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick because I need to pee. I'll be right back. Hey, honestly, yes.
There is no time to waste asking why.
I'm on the sofa more than me. All right, Hollister, you take care. I'll be on for a little bit longer. And also night, Penny, I missed that. Hopefully you have a good night as well, Penny. Yeah, well, Z, you're in the military. We know you guys don't sleep. All right. I do want to watch this one. This is probably gonna be the last one for the night. Walmart employees fraud scheme uncovered. Oh boy, another loss prevention one. I love seeing. I personally love seeing these. I love when loss prevention is involved. Things.
On December 23rd, 2024, deputies were dispatched to Walmart in reference to an employee theft.
Hello.
Hi. So, I have a previous...
Hold on.
Okay. Hi.
All right, chat. Who's saving her? Who's saving the female officer? Any takers? Kind of cute. I'll go lie. Any takers? Ah! Hit the wrong button.
So, I have a previous case, kind of the same way.
Okay.
Is that my association...
God, I hate that symbol. I hate that symbol so much.
Items that are in good shape, good condition, brand new, in CVP. CVP is a customer value program that we use when...
Jackal, listen. Cop. I mean, she brings home handcuffs. Saying. Just saying. It sucks when she loses the key. And it's a female officer, so there's a chance that she goes taser, and you hear blam! And you're like, oh god. Oh.
the item is used, or is damaged, or is missing.
Except for the siblings.
What is it called?
CVP.
CVP?
Yeah, customer value program. That's
Okay.
when a customer return an item, so we CVP, we decrease the price, we reduce the price.
Okay.
So that way we still getting some profit of it.
All right.
So, but it has to be or returned for a customer, so basically used, or
Okay.
damaged, or missing a piece, like it's a item with 3 pieces and missing one, we decrease the price.
He's going over the return policy and how they do it, and I used to yell at service desk people all the time about taking back certain electronics and stuff like that. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'll just take it back." I'm like, "No, you're not allowed to take that back. Stop doing that. Stop." Well, what? Because you're not allowed to return that specific item. It's even in the fucking list. Oh, well, I didn't know. How'd you... I have not, Phil. I would love to see that, but I can't watch that on stream because Twitch, Kick, and YouTube don't like shootings. I would really like to see that, but I can't show it on stream.
So what they're doing is like they're basically using all their credentials and decreasing the price of items for their own benefit.
So if you want to link it, by all means, if it stops you, just I'll figure it out.
And they're buying it at the same time.
Okay.
So
Is it from Midwest? Okay. Well, I do Midwest safety.
Printers, computers, I mean,
Do you have like a receipt of the items that they've
yes,
been doing
so I have everything in the computer because now I don't
that's
know if
okay.
you guys know we can share our system with you guys. So I put everything there.
Okay.
So, but over here, example, I just have the PS5.
Okay.
So, and the PS5, the cost is, oh my goodness.
Let's see, a total of 294 for one charge. Time sold. Okay, so they've been frauding in a certain way. A very smart way that's going to get you caught really quickly.
It's for,
So that's just the console for the PS5?
yeah, that's the
Okay.
console. And
470,
for
424.
it was decreased to 238.
Not Midwest safety? Okay.
So the price, how much? What was the previous price?
424 to the 230 something.
No, 238.
So the original price was 424,
Mhm.
and they decreased it to 238.
Yeah.
Okay.
They just grab it from. Yeah, they just grab it from.
Oh, they're decreasing. Oh, I see what they're doing. So they're getting a return for a certain amount, decreasing the amount to a certain amount, having the customer swipe, charging back the customer that much, and then taking the rest.
On this the floor.
Am I able to get a copy of this, please? By any
Yes,
chance?
yes, you can even have that. Like
Okay,
I
thank
say,
you.
I mean, now with our system, I don't know, you explain it. You just give me your email, and I can
Okay.
add you to my case, and
Okay.
you are going to be able to see everything: the video, the receipt, everything on my statement. I add everything.
Okay.
So even the report where it shows when they reduce the price for the item and everything, and who did it, everything.
Okay.
Everything's there.
How many transactions were there?
So we
I will also state, working Walmart, like when you worked overnights, when they go in to the cash room to do counts, like end of night for counts and like beginning of day counts, I had to sit there in the office and watch them count. It was so annoying, so boring. And you couldn't leave. And I'm like, you'd be the only person there, so it's like someone's stealing right now, and I have to fucking watch you guys count. Fucking count faster.
him, I have.
It's a lot better nowadays. I know that for sure. I still know some people who work loss prevention for Walmart. So
Recent ones.
Okay.
And that's what we're going with.
Okay.
So with him, I just have two. So
Two?
it's the PS5 and Activate.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Rain Con.
Ran. Okay. So Ran, what happened?
It was a snowball effect. My managers told me that they wanted stuff CBP, and then it made it look like something. It was like perfectly fine to keep doing it, so I ended up doing it. And then they said they would do it for me, and then I didn't, because nothing was wrong with it. So I understand that it was fraud, but I was one making the purchase and asking them to do it for me. Because then my managers first told me that they wanted stuff. For example, said manager wanted some AirPods. I gave him the little slip, gave it to him, and then he said, if you
oh, this guy. So it's a employee snitching on everyone else that's been doing this shit. Oh,
like the PlayStation and stuff, he CBP'd it for me.
he's looking for a Glock. Yeah, I know. Usually it's personal information.
Yes. I'm gonna read you Miranda warning.
Okay.
Okay. Because obviously you have rights. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or have him present with you before, during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before and during any questioning, if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise this right and not answer any question or make any statement. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you understand each of these constitutional rights I have read and explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. Having confirmed your understanding of your constitutional rights,
Do you voluntarily and knowingly waive your constitutional right and wish to speak with us now?
I don't answer questions. As soon as they finish that, I don't answer questions. Seriously, that's what you do. That's the as soon as you're Mirandized, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, I can't speak. As soon as you're Mirandized, I don't answer questions. You shut the fuck up. No, I'm playing. Yeah, no, I'm playing English.
Okay. So, if you can just give me a rundown of exactly what happened.
So like how I said earlier, manager wanted a PlayStation for herself or for her son. She made me CVP it, and then I gave this up.
Now, okay, in this case, he's probably getting the brunt of this. So he's going to get charged with it. If you're throwing someone under the bus, by all means. Okay, so this is the thing. I came to loss prevention. I'm like, hey, this seems shady. This isn't right. I talked to them. You're here. So here's the deal. I'm not trying to do this, but the managers want to do this, and they want it at this cheap prices. This is what they want. So this is how they're going about it, and they're making me their mule. Please, can you go arrest them? Because I'm not losing my job for this bullshit.
Despite there not being anything wrong with it, then my other team lead, my direct supervisor, wanted some AirPods and a gaming monitor, and made me CVP, and I gave him the slip as well. Then I ended up buying something that was CVP'd because.
And that's where you screwed yourself.
I understand that the CVP process is something that is like broken, tiered, returned, or like missing items. And that's about it. It was pretty much just like a snowball effect of my managers telling me what to do, then I tell my managers what I wanted.
Okay. And who's that manager?
Team lead Alex, team lead Cynthia, team lead Yesenia.
Yeah, that's right. Snitch on them. Snitch on them. If you're going to jail, they're going with you. You call them caution? Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Obviously, you're going to be taken away for doing something stupid.
So like none of them got coworkers or anything.
Yeah, that's also one of the reasons I didn't want to put you in question there, you know.
See, he's so much better than the kid in the last video. He's like, I know I fucked up, but he also snitched out like a whole bunch of people, so. He's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking you all with me. Fuck you all.
Oh, then the other one? You can lean back. Okay. All right.
Nothing in your
The door
future
for me?
else that the jail's gonna find.
No, ma'am, but if you want to check, you can check that. You know, just
You don't have any drugs, knives, weapons on you that.
other than the.
Yeah, seriously.
Cutter, no.
Alright, sir.
Do you know you're a cop, but you know that you followed suit and thought it was fine because other people were doing it? Might as well take them with you. I'll respect that. I'll respect that. He snitched on people he shouldn't. He snitched on certain people. You just make sure that, yeah, like the biggest thing is he did it for himself, and he should have been like, this isn't right, and gone to loss prevention first. And like, hey, this is what they want me to do. This is what I did for them. They are my direct supervisors, so I was worried about my job. This is what happened. More likely they would have been like, okay, shit. Jackal, you don't snitch on the Clintons because then you just commit suicide with 2 rounds to the back of the head. Or a round to the, or 2 rounds to the chest, you know, directly at your heart. Because you committed sewer slide. Like, he's chill about it. Like,
How's that? You want some AC or you good?
I'm good.
If you need some AC, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Or some heat too.
He was charged with scheme to defraud. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
more than likely, they went after the managers and everything like that, his supervisors, and he probably got off with a light sentence. Probably like a fee and everything. Lost his job for sure, but like, yeah, he did the right thing. He shouldn't have stolen, but he did the right thing on snitching. It's one of those weird ones where you're like, you shouldn't have done that thing, but you did right by going, yeah, other people are doing it, and I was kind of following the lead. You know, that's a weird part. So it really is.
All there is left to find. Close my
All right.
eyes, let the whole thing pass me by. There is no time to waste asking why.
Oh, I need sleep for the work thing in the morning. She's not staying up, is she? So, can I do? Okay, she's not gonna let me. Alright, Twitch, we're gonna go right over to Zombie. Twitch, we're gonna right over to Zombie. Kicking YouTube, go over to Shiver. Go give our Jelly some love and support. Go support the Jelly cult. She won't let me because I'm not. I think it's. I don't think we're high enough. Yeah, I'm under 10. I think she needs at least 10. So Twitch, we're gonna go over to Zombie. Everyone else, go over to Shiver on Kick and Twitch. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. Thanks everyone for swinging by. I will be back on Saturday. I'll figure out. We're gonna be gaming Saturday, so. It'll be something. I don't know what it is. Probably Monster Hunter or Elden Ring, one of the two. So, anyways, thanks everyone for swinging by. I will catch you guys all later. Of course, as always, everyone. Till next time. Take care.